So, you four wake up in sleeping in the throne room of newly installed King Brognu.
Oh yeah, with like ice, like great
Oh,
ice.
right.
For the hot floor.
He retired into a little back room to sleep, and he told you that you could sleep there, and you all got a long rest. I think each of you has 15 good berries or something like that.
I used some of mine already.
I have 15.
Jasper
I
has
have
1
15.
level
I
of
have
1 D&D exhaustion remaining.
After the long rest.
Yeah, you had 2 before the long rest, so
Right.
now you have 1.
Right.
I'm using 1 D&D rules for exhaustion,
Okay.
which is much better.
Okay.
It's like 10 levels, and they go -1, -2, -3 from saving throws and DC, spell save DC and stuff like that. So it's much more interesting
Okay.
than the weird 4 levels or whatever it is.
6.
Yeah, thanks. Bjork sang balloons. Bjork sang it. So you guys wake up and and as you're stretching your legs, you see a kobold or two around the room, sort of cleaning things up, and there's someone who's getting a tray of gross-looking food ready for King Gikti and King Ragnu.
Please.
My bad. Yeah, the kobold is saying to itself in Draconic, I made this for King Gikti. Oh, I made King Ragnu. And none of you can understand that, having just woken up, not used any of your skills yet. And as you are stretching and everything, a slice of light opens up vertically and then twists in a circle and reveals a luxuriously appointed study behind the door. And in that study stands Daphne.
Ah!
So she's gonna step out and be like, huh, I was not expecting kobolds.
What an appearance.
And she has a little scar here now. Right
It's
there.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Daphne,
Don't worry.
you're back.
Hello. Yes, I am. Je suis très désolée. I'm so sorry that I had to leave. It seems like I maybe missed a lot. You are not easy to find.
Yes. Easy to find. How were you looking for us?
How? Well,
Wait, how did you get here?
Yeah.
it is a long story.
We've got time.
We got time. Make an ice cube.
That was it. I think, suffice it to say right now, you have my sincere apologies. I would not have left unless I absolutely had to. I had to take care of some things back home, and now I am here again.
It's so good to have you back. It was really hard carrying the weight of all the healing on my shoulders, and you're so much better at it than I am.
Flattery will get you
Oh,
everywhere.
not all of the weight. Sorry.
Well, I think you'll find this very exciting. So we've stumbled into this kobold community. They are sort of familiar with the Grey Mine, and there's actually 2 schools of kobolds. There's the red kobolds that we've
Lord
been staying
Hans,
with, yes?
Before you continue,
Yes.
the words stumbled into are doing a lot of work. Perhaps you would elaborate how we entered into this kobold.
Before you continue, I just want to let Daphne know, as she steps through this circle and it closes behind her, you find
So one time.
Construction in the library.
So you press a...
you're practically hit in the face by an impressive and thick and heavy heat. The air is hot, like you're meditating in an oven or something.
That's the ice cubes I keep making.
We're really close to the volcano. It's
Please continue.
So, yes, coming out of the Myconid caverns, we came into the what would you call it, the waste disposal facility of this group of fine kobolds here. And, well, they were being oppressed by a horrible king with terrible armies of mechs at his disposal. Fortunately, we were able to liberate the people and depose the wicked king and install a new monarch, Ragnu, the wise, the just, who will...
And as you say that, you hear behind you, Ragnu! It's Ragnu?
Ragnu, yes, Ragnu, the wise, the just, the fair.
The new king, the little guy, red guy with a crown that's a little bit too big, standing in the doorway of his little sleeping room.
Oh, all hail, King Ragnu. Long may he reign.
Ragnu's people are in conflict with the nearby blue kobolds, and we thought we might pay them a visit to find out even more about the Grey Mind. The Grey Mind is the dragon, and the dragon has been acting strangely lately, according to the kobolds here in this village.
Oh, well, we just call her the dragon.
Yes.
Yes, the dragon.
Yes, she's the dragon. I don't know about the Grey Mind.
The red?
Oh,
But she's been
who are you,
behaving
by the way?
strange.
Je m'appelle Daphne. It is very nice.
What did you say?
Yeah, my name is Daphne.
Oh,
Sorry. Have to switch back.
ah. Well, hello, I am King Ragnu.
You are friends
Your
with this group?
Majesty. Yes, they are my usual traveling companions. Been separated for a bit, but back together now.
Well, they are my bodyguards now, so.
Oh.
Yes, Daphne is a magnificent healer and physician who will assist us in resolving your dispute with the blue kobolds.
Please excuse me, I must eat my morning meal.
And then he takes his plate of kind of gross food and goes in his little room, and you hear from inside there.
It seems like time well spent.
The red kobolds they like treasure. The blue kobolds apparently are farmers and compose poetry, which they give to the dragon.
Yes. Whereas these kobolds are thieves. Now that I can speak
They
freely,
like
these
treasure.
are thieves who steal from adventurers and give gifts to.
And the old king wanted us to kill the farmers,
Yes.
poets.
Well, I'm glad that you disagreed.
Well, we didn't quite disagree per se, but
We were not going to kill the
I
kobolds.
disagreed.
We disagreed.
we weren't going. Well, we hoped to find a diplomatic solution.
Sorry, what did we disagree on again?
We
Yeah,
wanted
whether to kill the
we
blue
wa-
kobolds
we wanted to
for
bring
them.
peace.
King
Yes.
Gitki wanted us to
Not
go
King
and kill
Dick,
the
the
blue
old king wanted us to kill
to kill
just
the
kill the blue
farmers.
kobolds.
Oh
and
no,
poets.
that's not gonna do
Annihilate
it. That's a
them.
6.
So,
Okay.
Lord Hans left out the part where we had to crawl through a tunnel of cobalt shit
Yes.
to get into the cobalt land.
And we also.
Fortunately,
there-
he's a great dry cleaner.
There was a bit of violence with these kobolds. The kobold community is far smaller than when we arrived. Let's put it that way.
The most interesting part of the story, and then I'll stop, is what Hassan would have to tell you what he did.
Oh, what did you do, Hassan?
Oh,
Yeah, I was.
I'll tell you later.
We came to the poop chute. Oh, there's like a mech thing, robot
Two of
Oh
them.
yeah.
fighting us. I
With
turned into
kobolds.
Oh yeah, they make some crazy fighting mech. That's true.
I decided to turn into a polar bear, and then it kind of like a little hazy till a little while ago.
Ah.
Yeah.
I got speared with a javelin claw
Oh no.
on the mech thing.
It went right through her.
Hey,
Straight.
she's gonna how
Yeah.
are you feeling now? How is it?
I think I'm alright. I mean, surprisingly.
Okay.
Okay, but
Me-
it went.
me as well,
it
actually.
went clean through.
We were both impaired.
more impressively,
Right.
Yes.
this one took one
Went right
right
through
to
him.
the chest
And
too.
it opened out on the other side.
Yeah.
We had to figure out how to.
This is
Jammed
quite
it back.
painful. Quite painful.
How fares the entrance?
Well,
I still.
we were told he's good. He should be waking up any day.
You see him laying there on the floor.
Still looks alright. Nobody,
No
nothing,
change.
nothing
Yeah.
came at him.
Okay.
I think he'll be waking up today or perhaps tomorrow.
I like the enthusiasm.
Daphne, we've shared so much with you. How did you get out of the tunnels and come back?
I was sent for, and so I went, and ipso facto, you know me, I'm resourceful. I can find my way back places when I need to.
Everything's okay?
She's gonna like
You look hurt.
trace the scar, but
Something happened to your face.
oh, do you like it? It's new.
Ah,
Oh. Is it cosmetic?
Well, it is now, I guess. I think let's figure out this thing with the poets, and then as we go, we can fill you in maybe on some other things.
It is oppressively hot here.
Yes.
Yes, I think
I'm
let us.
Not feeling well. Well, the problem is, unless King Ragnar tells us different, the way out, we don't want to go back the way we came in, let me tell you. The way out is through a tunnel, maybe to the outside world, but the blue kobolds have closed it off.
I'm afraid I cannot reverse engineer this. I am now in the trenches with you, as it were. Or the
Yes,
poop
yes.
chute.
But we have to figure out how to get through this cave-in that the blue kobolds
Right.
cause. We are not going back through the... We want to go out and find the blue kobolds out into the world, not back down to the tunnels.
King Ragnu comes back and he's like,
So we used to have an exit, but the blue kobolds closed it. And we used to have a way to go up to visit the dragon, but the blue kobolds closed it. So, we are going to attack the blue kobolds soon, so that we can have access to the outside world again, and have access to the dragon again. But right now, the blue kobolds control the only way to ascend to praise the dragon, and the only exit to our burrows.
How do you...
You will help us defeat them, yes?
We will help resolve the situation.
We
Yes.
will make sure that it's resolved in a way that you'll be happy with.
And we support your reign, King Ragnar.
Thank you. As my bodyguards, I would love if you would look through all of the kobolds, the red kobolds, for any spies.
Do the blue kobolds speak common?
I don't know. I am the only red kobold I know who speaks common. Sometimes when we steal things, we get books and I read them.
you said you think there's spies that in your own people?
Yes, I think some of the red kobolds turned out to be blue kobolds.
Yes, you remember yesterday there were blue kobolds in the...
In the mech, yes.
Yes.
How
Dastardly.
disturbing that was.
Dastardly.
Yes.
Very suspicious. Oh, one moment. I did not finish my meal. I'll be right back. And he leaves, and you hear like, blah, 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 blah. So,
Literate. This is.
So, when we were battling, Una wisely grabbed her globe. And the effect of it was to turn some of the red cobalt skin blue.
Oh. Well, that is an interesting wrinkle.
It's so powerful, and it's amazing. It's like the globe knows what's going on around it.
Always does something awesome.
Yes. It
Well,
always changes the scales.
I think we ought to approach these blue kobolds and see if we can talk our way through the exit.
I agree. But
And if not, we'll simply
Depose their leader as well.
well, they're poets and
Yes.
farmers.
yes, of course. I mean,
Sure. We should.
And you know, artists are very temperamental.
that's true. And farmers, they have those flails, pitchforks.
Maybe
There we
they
go.
have concerns about the dragon. The red kobolds don't.
There was also mentioned they do magic.
Yeah, there was a disagreement in the best way to relate to the dragon. So these guys are all about the stealing stuff and the gold and shiny things, and those guys present other things to the dragon, and they have a disagreement about what the dragon likes.
Maybe the dragon is a fan of the stage.
Yeah, there you go.
Wouldn't this be something?
King Ragnu comes back and he says,
We've been fighting the blue kobolds for a long time, so in our burrows, there is sort of a battlefield between our section and theirs, and we set traps to stop them from coming to us, and they set traps to stop us from coming to them. We have been here for 70 years. 70 years of war. I have not been here for 7, but our people.
Any big robot machine things?
Oh, I'm sure our technicians have other mechs somewhere in here. Maybe you all, when you are questioning every single kobold today, you can take an inventory of our mechs.
That's a great idea. You should point us in that direction.
Yes, please. Well, it was not really. Maybe you can find them.
Yes.
And which way is
give me an inventory.
And which way is the battlefield? We'd love to check on the condition of the traps. This is very important.
Oh well, I think we do.
and he turns to one of the kobolds that's he turns to one of the kobolds that's cleaning up, and he says,
Excuse me, Gurn, could you get me the inventory of our traps that are set up to thwart the blue kobolds?
and Gurn says, and then he takes off.
Can you still understand?
No, I could comprehend languages again, but we'll see. We'll see if that's needed. It takes me 10 minutes to cast. I think it lasts an hour, so I think we should wait until we're close to the blue kobold, so that we can hear their horrible lies and report them back to just King Ragnar.
Also, they may have a strange dialect of Koboldic. Oh, it's Draconic.
So King Ragnar says,
Thank you again for helping me assume the throne, and please, why don't one of you stay here to guard me in case there is a revolt, and then the others of you can go and question everyone and make sure they're not spies.
King Ragnar, in order to question them, I think we need a translator. Would you accompany us?
That would be the opposite of, that would not make sense.
To be both king and a wise king and translator? The problem, though...
Well, I mean, I could just do it myself. I could just speak to them in Draconic.
Well, right. We cannot speak. I mean, I can speak to them, some of them, up to 5 of them, but I can't understand what they're saying. And I think perhaps... Is there anyone else here who speaks Common?
No, but if you wanted to cast a spell on Gurn, when he comes back with the list of traps, you could use him, I suppose. But, you know, it is important for me to reign
Yes.
here, and you all can spend the whole day interviewing everyone. That would be very good.
Or perhaps a better idea would be to directly interrogate the blue kobolds and find out from them who the mole could be.
roll persuasion, please.
That's actually going to be a deception, I think. I have no intention of finding out from the blue kobolds one fucking thing about this guy.
Let's go to Moscow.
Okay.
Tell them to tell us who their
Deception
spies
shall
are.
22.
Okay.
Remember, King Ragnar is
That's
smart for a kobold.
at the top of your ability to roll in that department. He says,
Oh, this is why I hired you all, and you, I think, to
Yes, a bonus.
the intelligence. Yes. Yes. So you will go and speak directly. It sounds dangerous, though.
It is dangerous, but as your bodyguards, it would be remiss of us to cower from danger in protecting you. And the only way to nip this problem in the bud is to address it right at the source, the blue kobolds.
Well, you must be aware that they have very powerful magic. We have our machines, and they have their magic. So I would be careful, and of course there is the whole battlefield in between our area and theirs. So I can help you avoid our traps, but not theirs. And so, yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough. Are there any, perhaps we shouldn't, should we ask for reinforcements from the king, you think, to bring some kobolds to perhaps walk ahead of us and,
the robot thing.
Oh yes, the mechs could walk ahead
Well,
of us.
those have kobolds in them.
Well, those are extremely valuable. It takes a long time to create them. It would be terrible after you destroyed 2 of our precious mechs. We need them to defend against the blue kobolds, and we need to attack them and force them to open up our exit to the outside world. So using them to find traps seems terrible. Now, our people, however, are much more expendable. However, you did kill a lot of them over the past day, but...
Is there anyone left you do not like?
Yes, perhaps a prisoner of war or
people
A
who are
threat
someone that was
to the
especially
throne,
loyal
perhaps.
to King Gipke, yes.
Yes, you raise a good point. If you take the time to question everyone and find their allegiances, then we can weed out some
Yeah.
trap-finding people.
Or just, someone who chews with their mouth open, or, you fought with in school. It does not have to be a traitor to the state.
Gurn.
Sometimes the best leadership comes from instinct.
He looks like creeped out.
I think he chooses this one.
Oh, that's right. Or toast. I'm sorry, some things get lost in translation,
Okay.
So Gurn comes in and hands him this ratty list with like scribbles and scratches on it, and he looks at it and he says,
Okay, well, this is where all the traps are from us. None of you work for the blue kobolds, right?
No,
Of course not.
no, of course not.
Can you make sure this doesn't get into their hands? Because if it did, they would have easy access to us
Yes.
Absolutely.
to kill us with their magic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
We will keep it secret.
Okay, you're going to use this to go and question them,
Yes.
find out the moles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's quite possible that we'll get into a conflict and kill all of the blue kobolds.
Oh, well, I wouldn't complain if that happened. We want access to the dragon again. Here. She has never spoken to us, and as far as I know, never spoken to the blue kobolds either, but I think that she just doesn't they don't understand. They are messing with the message. The message is gold and objects and value and worth, and then she will see our worth. But every time they sing one of their terrible songs, it just ruins it.
And so the kobolds, the dragon has never spoken to the kobolds in history, or just in your lifetime?
We have been here for 70 years, and there is no record of the dragon speaking to us.
And never to the blue kobolds either.
Well, I am not a blue kobold, but I think that they don't talk to them either.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Do you remember when we were on the ship? There was that kobold when we were going to the torment ship?
Yes, I remember him.
He was red.
Oh,
Wasn't it
yes!
No, he was red in that instance.
He was a friend.
I don't know, maybe retcon. We can ask.
Oh, he won't let us reckon.
The kobold that we met on the boat,
He was red.
He was red. That's right.
he's still red.
Only your memory can tell you.
Well, he was red at the time.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of kobolds in the world, and a lot of them live in Zamda. And I think most of you know that.
Okay.
This is a tiny percentage of the kobolds in the world. Ragnu says,
Okay, so you know where all of our traps are, and so you would just go across the battlefield, and
What kind of
I
traps?
don't know. They will probably attack you.
Mhm.
Is there any? Have you ever had any sort of dialogue with them? Have you ever had to have, in the middle of war, a time where you come together and talk about something?
No,
No. Okay.
they are bad
Yes.
and they are dumb.
Can you tell us what kind of traps they use? Surely you've encountered some of them.
You know, traps. A rock on a rope, a spear in a wall,
Okay.
a magic fire fountain. I don't know. Traps. We try to make up new traps every time, because then once they realize, like one time we had a trap where there was darts that shot out of the floor and poisoned you, but then they knew about that, so they always are thinking about that. So we always try to do different things to each other. We are very creative. You have seen our mechs.
Yes. Very impressive. Especially the fire one.
I think the one with the spears that go through your, impale through your organs, that one was especially clever.
It's amazing how missed your organs.
I'm glad that you were able to sleep off the horrible wounds you received.
All right. Well,
Should we?
thank you. Yes. Yes. Do you want to? I think if it were up to me, we would proceed straight to the blue kobolds. But I will.
No. We can do that.
Yes.
I think we should. He seems to be suggesting we should talk to other kobolds, though.
See if they're spies.
Well, at the very least, maybe we can talk to the person who makes these robots.
All right. Are we going to speak to the other red kobolds?
Well, here's the thing. I can only. This is this weird way where I can speak to them. I don't understand them.
Mm-hmm. I can comprehend them now.
Yes?
This sounds like a riddle.
Yes. So I will.
But
I
can-
listen to them. I translate to you. You speak to them. They
But
speak to me.
The thing is, if we do that, then I wouldn't be able to do that with the blue kobolds.
Mm.
I got an out of the box idea.
Yeah.
Kind of a sideline thing. Doesn't have to do with the languages. I'm just wondering if I should bring, a dead red kobold with me. Just as maybe like,
You mean you'd carry Entranson over one shoulder
yeah.
and a dead red kobold over another?
I'm just thinking if we have that encounter with them,
Yeah,
maybe we could,
that's brilliant.
show that we're friendly.
Yeah.
I could throw a
Try to trick them.
Unique diplomacy.
Also, maybe we could bring a couple, because then we could
fling them ahead.
to get the traps sprung.
I mean, I guess it
How
might
many
be
kobolds could we
it's
carry?
sensitive. How much do they weigh? Because I can carry a
They're
good
small
deal.
creatures.
This,
Uh,
I don't know about this.
We would prefer to bury our dead
Oh,
rather than.
sorry, I forgot you could understand.
I thought I was having a private conversation.
What about that king that you had? We just throw his
Gipki.
body
Oh.
ahead.
Now this,
Gikti,
Gikti, yes.
please. Yes. Well, I suppose you could take him.
All
Great.
right.
that
one.
way we would be announcing to the blue kobolds that there's a new king in charge here.
Mm-hmm. And then he's not gonna put up with any of their
Yes,
tomfoolery.
I think this is a brilliant idea.
Plus, we can keep throwing it in towards the ground ahead of us for any traps.
Okay. Okay, well with that, I think maybe we should not interrogate the red kobolds.
All right, yes.
Not today. All right.
All right. Well, good king, we are going to proceed to the blue kobold and identify the moles, if any, in your court. threaten.
No
Right.
pun intended.
Yes.
Because we're underground.
That's good.
Yes, thank you. Maybe you could leave one person here to protect me because you are also strong and powerful.
Is there someone of your own kind that you trust?
Have you seen our kind?
Yes, some of the guards seem fearsome.
Yes. I am very weak, and I would not be king if it were not for your power. So if you leave, they will soon kill me, I am afraid. So
Well, I would
What
suggest.
if you tell them that if they kill you, we come back and murder everybody?
Oh. Roll persuasion.
Let's see what negative
I
3
was
equals.
persuaded.
Oh, 11.
hmm,
It's pretty good for me.
that is an idea. Yes, maybe you could tell them with me. I could
Absolutely.
give a speech.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And he turns to Gurn and he says, and Gurn goes running out of the room. And then he says to you all,
Please follow me.
and he starts leading you, and as he leaves the room, he waves at a few red kobolds who are ready to fight guard types, and they come with you. And you leave the king's quarters, heading west, turning north along the hallway towards the house of the noble kobolds, which you have been in a couple times now. And they are lounging about, sipping something as the door is opened for the king. And they look annoyed at you passing through. You knocked over my labradorite. And please stand it up so it has its dignity. Yes, thank you.
Stay to the edge of the room.
Yeah, yeah. So you all creep around the edge of the room, hopefully.
Sure.
And the nobles are all like,
King Ragnu, King Ragnu.
and you all pass through, leaving through the door that's on the western side of that room, putting you in a hallway. And all of you, please roll a Constitution save.
I've been doing the ice thing.
I know.
Alright.
17.
15.
Woohoo!
13.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
12.
What'd you?
3.
Okay.
18.
Yeah.
I'm glad I used my inspiration.
And what'd you get, Julie?
12.
All right. You guys are safe
Yeah.
for now. So you're heading north in the hallway, and you enter a little kobold home through a door. In the northeastern corner of that room is a door, and you head into another little kobold home, and there are kobolds that are laying against the wall, and a little food preparation area. And you leave out of the northeastern corner of that room into a hallway that goes north and south, and at the south from where you entered is another door leading east, and King Ragnu says,
You may recall that I mentioned this is our recreation area
Yeah.
through this door.
and he points to this easterly facing door in the hallway, and he opens that door, and you enter a very large room, much larger than any of the rooms you've been in so far. There is a pool of stagnant water. There are some stretchy things with little handles on them that are hanging off of a stick. There is a thing that looks like a wheel that's close to the floor that has little handles on it, and other apparati, along with just some of the most open space that you've seen. You also see what looks a bit like a shuffleboard court. If kobolds had shuffleboard courts with some round, flat rocks on it. And King Gikti, he points to the north where there is... what's that?
King Ragnar.
King Ragnar. Yes, I'll correct you and you correct me.
Together we'll get there.
Yes. So Ragnar points to the north, and there is a heavily reinforced door there, unlike some of the other doors that you've seen that have been sort of wooden, leather, shabby affairs. This one has metal and rocks on it, and it looks very solid. And he says,
Through there are our battlefields, right through there, and then he points to a door in the southeastern corner and says, and that way to our worship area where we worship the dragon together. Let's all wait here a little while. Gurn will be back soon, and he ushers you over near the shuffleboard court looking area.
Can we look at the worship area?
He says, yes, of course, but I want you to be here when I make my speech.
Of course. I'd love to check out the worship area and see what I can.
Yes.
If there's anything to be gleaned.
And
there.
I'll also ask him for leave. Your Majesty, if it pleases, when you are making your speech, would you be amenable to a little pizzazz, just making you look a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher?
Oh, yes, that is what I need. I need to not die while you are not here.
Yes, great. And maybe then just make your voice a little bit louder.
Oh,
A little bit
Thank you.
more, intimidating. Or I could make, the ground shake. We'll play it by ear, see what is the best, but
oh, wow.
just so you don't panic.
He kind of like
Yeah.
hits the floor with his foot a little bit.
Just a little.
Like,
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
This is awesome. You could also play with the lights, I bet.
what were you gonna do, Hassan?
Oh, I just wanted to ask him, the two areas that had caved in, or they've been buried, how long an area is it?
Or the entrances that have been closed off, or they...
Like the exit to the outside
How
world.
long of an area?
Of the
Yeah,
caved in.
like how, if I was to try to excavate it.
Oh, well, as you know, we are expert burrowers. The problem is that they used some kind of magic to stop it.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. We could burrow through it if it were normal, but we have tried. They closed our entrance to the outside world, and they closed our entrance to the dragon to ascend to praise the dragon directly. It is a dark time for us. If you do accidentally kill all the blue kobolds, I won't be sad.
What happens when you try to burrow through the exit?
It is almost like an invisible wall.
I might be able to help with that at some point.
You said you wanted to see our worship area?
Yes.
Well, I think we have, just a couple of minutes. Maybe we can go there.
And so he leads you to to that door, and as he's walking over there, he points at another door that's in like the middle south of the room, and he says,
that is where we sell food to each other and sell each other little objects. You people with your powers wouldn't be interested, but that's over there.
and he opens a door to the worship area and opens up, and you see a medium-sized squarish room, and it has little stone chairs all around it, and in the center of the room is like a stone pedestal with a little holder on it, but nothing is in the holder. And he says,
This is where we worship the dragon.
Is there something missing here?
Oh yes. We have a red figurine of the dragon that we like to worship, and well, last time the blue kobolds invaded us, they stole it.
Oh,
No.
it's so cruel.
Yes, they think that we are bad, but they are bad.
We're carrying the corpse of King Gikti yet?
If you want to have been carrying him.
Yes, let's say we're carrying.
I think it's gonna be good for your speech
Yeah.
to
Yes,
display.
yes. That is a good idea. We can throw him on the ground near me.
Or just set him in front of you. I don't want his body to fall apart before we go to...
I won't throw it too hard. You just give me the signal and I'll display it. Yes.
Are you done looking at my worship room?
It's very...
Anything of interest in there? Looks uninteresting. Just anything of interest?
You want to search it?
Yeah, or just investigate.
King Ragnar points. He points to the southwestern corner of the room, and he says,
That is the door to our graveyard, where we bury our dead. And beyond it is the old tunnel that we used to use to go upwards to the dragon. And he points to a door that's in the northeastern corner of the room and says, that room used to, well, it's full of traps.
Oh.
It used to be connected more to the battlefield areas, but there was a cave in. But yes, that room is full of traps.
Good to be
Do I think he's telling the truth?
Yeah.
"Go ahead, roll insight."
Nothing to see here. Move
Poker
along.
face. Yes.
Full of traps.
12.
He seems to be telling the truth.
All right, traps. Wouldn't want to go in there. Don't like traps at all. Thank you, King Ragnar, for your wise warning. Sage words, as always. I'm a great king.
Yes. Yes, traps are bad. That is a quote my father used to say to me.
Yes.
Traps are bad for me. Traps are good for
The.
killing.
It sounds better in Draconic.
Yes, yes. Lost in translation.
Yes.
Ha 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 ha.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Daphne's
did
very
you roll to
disappointed.
search the room?
Yeah, I have not rolled my investigation for the room yet. That is going to be 19.
Bunch of stone chairs, empty stone pedestal thing in the middle.
Daphne is very disappointed by an empty treasure room, so she's like, yes, it is really beautiful in here. It is A+.
Would it be?
Oh, this is our worship room, though, not our treasure room.
Right, but don't they worship via...
They worship the dragon.
Right, but via,
They
like,
give him
offering...
treasure, yes. I
Yeah.
see.
Oh, yes.
In the room that we started in, would have been full of treasure.
Speaking of, I think I owe you some money, yes?
Probably.
Do you remember the amount?
Came
Yes.
into quite a bit of money.
Yes, I do believe you are in the red, as they say.
We can discuss.
Yeah, everybody gathered up a bunch of treasure last time.
Cool.
King Ragnar was like,
Oh, did you want treasure too? To thank you. One moment.
and he's like,
Gurn. Oh, Gurn's not here. When Gurn comes back, I'll get him to get us some
Oh, you are too kind.
Yes.
treasure for
There's
you.
quite a bit of interesting things they have. Yes.
Would it be beneficial for us to eyeball any of those traps in the room just to see, like, what to look out for when we're...
You can, but we never make the same trap twice.
No, okay.
At least that's what we try to do. That's the smart thing to do. Yes.
Shall we investigate the Kobold Marketplace? Perhaps they have some wares that will be of interest, or at least a
Like-
souvenir.
Like
I
curly paper.
think the meeting's
Yeah.
about to start.
Yeah, I think so. They probably are gathered.
as he's standing in the southeastern corner of the worship area, Gurn comes in, walking through from that hallway that was next to the home, and Gurn waves his arms at the king, and the king motions you all to come over by the shuffleboard area, and behind Gurn are a bunch of kobolds, and if you guys join him over by the shuffleboard,
Yep.
Gurn will walk in, and behind Gurn will be a lot of kobolds. As many as 40 kobolds fill the southern half of the room, while you all are in the northeastern corner. And the king says to Gurn, and sends Gurn off, and Gurn runs off.
Very good.
And
But when he's ready to speak, she will do a little thaumaturgy to make him sound very impressive.
and he goes, so. And he says, "I'll throw King Gikti here on the floor."
Gently.
And he stands up and starts giving a speech in front of the kobolds. And I'm going to roll for performance for him.
Can I guide him?
Yeah.
I could give him an inspiration.
You want to give him an inspiration?
Sure, I'll do that. I'm gonna tell King Ragnu, I think you're going to do a fantastic job. You were made for this job. You were made to be king.
Well, he's already up to 23 on just flat rolls with no bonuses. So
Oh, man.
I'll
This
give
is
him an
looking good for
inspiration.
him.
He can use it for up to 10 minutes, an hour, I forget.
I think it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes, I think.
Now, can any of you understand him?
Nope.
You know what? Yeah, if you give me 10 minutes, I can.
Well, the note
That's
started.
right.
The note
That's a
started.
no.
Yeah.
So he starts giving a speech that none of you can understand, but because you're there, he translates himself
Right.
into common every other.
That's nice.
Like Dora the Explorer or the
Yes.
and
Okay.
he's like,
Yep.
and he's,
We all look kind of intimidated.
Yeah.
yeah, whoa, and he says, fellow red kobolds, hear me. And he says, lend me your attention. And and he says, I come not to humiliate King Gikti, but to praise him. And the kobolds are like, yay! And he says, King Gikti was ambitious, but he was an honorable man. Was he not? And they're like, yeah! And he says, he was smart and insightful, and King Gikti was an honorable man. Ah! And they're like, yeah! And he's like, but King Gikti came up against the wrong people of great power. And they're like,
Make little sparks come out of my fingers.
The dude is like, remember to remind them you're the one that killed him.
yes, and these people are my allies. And when I struck the final blow against the then evil King Gikti, and the kobolds are like, "Wah!" we knew that he was still an honorable man, but who deserved to die. And then he says, these people are now the protectors of our city, and they know that I am the most powerful ruler for you. And that is why, if any question my power, as Honorable King Gikti once did. They will come and kill you. They will kill all of you.
She's gonna switch really quick to the tremors.
Yeah, Hans is gonna keep shooting sparks out of his fingers and looking wizardly.
Hassan's just gonna wave. Smile and wave.
King Gikti was an honorable man, but he did not see my power.
And once he does that, minor illusion of the face of the dragon we saw outside the tower. Up in the air.
Look! Our God speaks!
And the dragon just looks really fierce but doesn't say anything.
It says, Ragnu!
And then the dragon's head goes up and down.
As the ground shakes, and the kobolds are like, and Ragnu says, these people know my power, and so if any question me as Honorable King Gikti did, I will smite them, and all of these people will come and find you and kill you dead if you question me.
Thunderclap.
And the dragon head goes soaring around the crowd.
And then he takes a sword and he cuts off dead King Gikti's head.
Damn.
With the
I guess we could
shuffleboard.
just bring the head.
and he holds up King Gikti's head.
Easier to carry.
And he says, "Behold, the king is dead! Long live the king!" And the people,
This is awesome.
they
We clap or something. Oh,
That's Hassan's
and
doing.
they're like, yeah! And the little kobolds are jumping on the like wheel thing, which is like one of those playground turntable things, and they're one of them is pulling the stretchy things in joy, and they're jumping, and yeah, King Ragnu!
yeah.
And
That was great.
and then he says, "Behold my power!" And he grabs one of them and just kills him.
Oh, what are
He's
they
like, "Behold my power!" And they're all like, "Ah!"
Oh. Okay, the dragon head
So we
goes
can
away.
bring two.
Now we got two bodies.
I hope that wasn't a kid.
It's a full adult with a bad moral background.
That's all the kobolds have.
And as he finishes the speech, Gurn comes back, and Daphne, he hands you a bust, a porcelain bust with jewels for eyes and strands of gold for hair that you calculate is worth about 200 gold pieces.
Oh, beautiful.
And King Ragnu says, which he then translates, "Disperse and live your lives as I rule in power." And then he says to you,
Here is a second body for you to take.
Thank you.
Thank you.
the people disperse fearfully.
Well, that was quite the speech, Your Majesty. I think that did the job.
Well, thank you for boosting my voice. I'm going to have to remain silent for a few days so that they don't notice the difference.
You just tell them it is hurting a little bit from, the vigor. You need to give it a rest.
Yes. Well, I did rip that one person's head off, so
Yes.
that probably helps.
That was a good show.
Well, again, thank you.
Oh, WGA made a deal.
Oh.
Wait, King Ragnu says that?
Yeah.
Phones.
I am your new union leader.
Or the studio leader.
Yeah.
So the people start dispersing, and you're left standing in the recreation area with King Ragnu. It's now 8 a.m., let's say, and he says,
I think I feel safe with you all being gone, at least for a few days, if you will come back after you either kill all the blue kobolds or find out what who the secret moles are. Thank you again for helping me. And yes, if you do see our red dragon figurine for our church, please do return it so we can praise the dragon. But I would love for us to be able to bring the dragon gifts like this bust.
What does this statue, what is it made of? Just so we know what to look for.
Oh, it is made from lava rock that we polished.
It's like, oh yes, this seems appropriate, and from the earth, yes, that's great. Okay, we're ready to go.
Yes, we are in a volcano.
Yes.
The oppressive heat buttresses against you all. Sweat drips down your brows. The smell of brimstone lurks because you are in the base of a volcano. So what are you guys up to?
You wanted to check out that store?
Sure, let's check out the store for just a second, and then I think
Before
we
we
can
head
go to the traps. Yes,
The battlefield.
yes.
Oh, you got a special little gift for Daphne.
I got it.
There,
Like yeah, I got a little something that I need to get back.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, we'll do that before. Yeah, I haven't forgotten.
Alright, you all can talk about it now for a second.
All right. As everybody's getting ready to go, Daphne will kind of sidle up to Una and be like, did you get my note?
I did, and I deeply appreciated it. And I have your ring.
So, yeah, okay. And so,
Okay, please continue.
Yep. And we'll like spirited away like pretty fast, but I would be like, thank you for taking care of it, and I really am sorry that I had to go.
I really appreciate your letter.
I will always come back if I can.
I'm glad you're okay. And I like your scarf.
Thank you.
Looks good.
Yeah, I think I like it too.
Alright, you guys go into this shop, and there's a little kobold standing there, and then there's like a huge pile of crap behind him.
Anything interesting?
It's a huge pile of crap. And he says to you,
Hey, may I investigate the crab?
yes.
13.
There is a crowbar, a horn, a magnifying glass, a miner's pick, a pot iron, a rod, a scimitar, a whistle, a tinderbox.
I'd
There.
like to take a look using magic awareness.
It's a magic.
Okay. So use your action to spend a use of magic awareness.
Spend one of my uses.
You see under a lot of this malarkey a piece of paper sticking out that looks a little magical.
Bruh.
Oh, yes. Where's the king?
Yes, well, get up, yeah.
Just
yes,
like that.
yes.
Oh.
The paper.
Over there. Lower. Over. Yeah. That one.
Ah. Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
May I take a let's see, let's take a look. What does it appear to be?
Roll a d10.
8.
It is a scroll of speak with animals.
I'm going to
Watch this. He doesn't have to borrow money from us.
yes. I'm going. So what I have is this pile of rings and jewelry. I'm going to reach in
Full it.
and see if I can extract a ring that's worth approximately 20 gold pieces, and hold it up to him, and say,
And he says,
Give up!
Give up!
I'm I'm gonna look a little.
Roll persuasion.
Yeah. That's gonna be my reading glasses because I'm old. 17. Ooh.
Okay. He's like,
Now it will. You know what?
I'm gonna take out another item that seems to be worth approximately an additional 10 gold pieces and
Give up!
grudgingly and look at him just one more time like, Ma? Ma? It's a piece of paper, huh? Ma?
just for fun, I'm going to use an actual Draconic translator.
Alright.
Lux ridluin ekes zikin frodenid ulk id.
Alright. I'm going to take out another ring that's worth an additional 20 gold pieces for a total of 53 beautiful gleaming rings, and I'm going to prestidigitate a little light on them and make them gleam and shine to his covetous, lustful heart. The glimmer of gems, the luster of gold.
Yes, there's something about this kobold that's reminiscent of the Gems Mushroom guy.
Yes.
He's like a tall, skinny guy who does this a lot.
There comes a time, thief, when the jewels cease to sparkle, when the gold loses its luster. And all that's left is the father's love for his child.
He says,
It's a good thing he doesn't speak common.
Nomeno ui man vi tafil edrak makistor.
Ah! Oh, and I'm going to point to the magnifying glass, too.
Jibab.
Nah. Fair enough. Scroll of Talk to Animals.
and as you look at it, you realize that the scroll is castable by you,
Yes.
but not learnable by you.
Fair enough. It's also sellable by me for a lot more than 50 gold pieces, I think. So there you have it.
Well, people tend to buy things at about half their worth if
Yep.
they need to resell them. So, but the last thing he said did translate to, "This is a very good deal for you."
Yeah.
If Hans happened to look at Daphne at all during that negotiation, eyes are like the size of dinner plates and is like, "You learned a new trick."
Oh,
Yes.
prestidigitation?
No,
No,
the full
you
of
guess
money.
it.
The money.
Ah,
Yes, we will definitely be settling up, and we can talk about the subject of interest.
I look forward to negotiating with you in the same way. Perhaps I'm going to see these beautiful glowing trinkets, my friend. Yes.
These vials of
Yes.
some dark liquid.
Ooh.
the poo-poo from the poo-poo.
Yes. Ooh. C'est delicacy.
All right. Well, I would be interested in the magnifying glass, but I don't want to go through a whole other negotiation, so I say we continue.
Yes.
Well, the magnifying glass is going to cost more than is going to cost the same amount as the scroll.
Well, then I will simply be looking at things at their normal size. I will not
Like
be.
a peasant.
I think when we get back to Elenia Toth,
Yeah.
we can get you a magnifying glass for cheap.
I won't be setting any ants on fire. What's up, Fergus? Yes, that cable looks delicious. Wonderful to chew on, yes.
Just to rub my.
Oh, there's Fergus.
Nice.
He's going to be the one that messes up the recording? Hey, Fergus, come make friends with everybody. Alright.
So we're bringing King Gitki's head.
And body.
Oh, I'm bringing the whole thing. We
In-
don't.
in
We
two
got.
pieces.
We got parts to flame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look in the store to be like. So they got a bag. Got it.
And we gotta bring
Any kind of sack or basket.
Yes, we have entrance.
Okay.
We should be waking up any minute.
Piece
I,
of fabric.
Wake up right when we're like in front of the blue kobolds.
yes.
Yeah, the guy just throws a big bag at you.
Yeah. Like.
I'm concerned that Trance will wake up and
Fling
when
him
we're
right.
when we talk to the dragon, and we'll want to rejoin him.
What could be?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I got a satchel of cobalt bits on one arm,
Body parts.
one shoulder, and on Trunks on the other.
Just don't
Dude.
forget which one's which when you're throwing the body.
In the heat of the moment,
Yeah.
I get confused.
Fergus! There was a few weeks where I had a player online whose character was named Fergus.
Oh.
And we had a cat named Fergus, and that was an interesting time. So if you guys, are you guys doing anything else in the store where there's just a guy standing in front of a big pile of stuff?
I'm happy, unless anyone else wants the crowbar or the magnifying glass.
No.
So King Ragnu has left. He says good luck, and he leaves. You have your map of where the red kobold traps are, and he has pointed you to the entrance to the former battle zone. Your next move is up to you.
Let's go to the battlefield, I guess.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Excelsior.
All right, so you go to the door that is in the north side of the recreation area, and you find yourself entering a liminal space, the space between your vicious lives, the battlefield between red and blue. Who sings that? Space. Is that Dave Matthews Band? That's pretty bad if I made a Dave Matthews Band reference. You walk into the place between the blue and the red kobolds, and there you see a medium-sized room that has dead, rotted kobolds around it.
Ooh. Looks like we didn't have to bring our own.
Some red, some blue. And there are also twisted pieces of mech around the room, as well as you see three blue kobolds that are dead, holding hands and holding wands, wands and hands, as if they were connected in some way. They're laying there charred.
Are the wands, are the kobolds with wands close?
I mean, they're halfway across the room.
What color did you say those were?
Blue.
And Zaft, Jasper, roll insight.
Eight.
You get the feeling that this list you're holding says that there's a trap in this room, but you're having trouble figuring it out.
Lord Hans, can you make heads or tails of this? I feel like
Alright, so
I
this,
feel like there could be a trap in this room.
is this a written list that I must... Alright, give me 10 minutes.
Definitely, it's great to have you back.
I start throwing rocks in different parts of the room.
Like she's watching this and like has something throwing stuff and sweating is great to be back.
Asim for a while was in charge of the
Uh,
poop room, but he doesn't remember it.
You want a cobalt finger?
The
I
kobolds
got
would hate him. He has to go to the bathroom.
Eventually, you throw a rock in the right place, and it hits a tripwire, and a big cleaver-looking thing swings down from the ceiling right into the spot where that was, and it swings back and forth until it stops, like a pendulum.
Is it so the map itself doesn't say where things are, or
It does, but it's written in Draconic, and
now that we kind
it's
of
also written in an extremely disorganized
Messy.
and primitive way.
the way our map looks and the way the trap looks, does it somehow correspond to each other?
Yeah.
That makes kind of sense now. I'll like
I think that was
try
it.
to figure it out.
try to decode.
decode that versus what we have. Like perception wise, perhaps.
I don't know. Maybe survival. There's also a wisdom-based skill.
Survival sounds good to me.
Not too evil.
That's a 18.
Your ability to understand the map is enhanced.
Alright. Alright, I'll start walking around the map to the next area.
Okay. Yeah, so, having entered this sort of battlefield, you can see that this room, which has dead people and pieces of mechs strewn all over it, has a door in the northwest corner, the northeast corner, and the southeast corner.
From the map, does it show a best line towards the blues area?
Not really, it's kind of confusing. There's a lot of squiggly tunnels. He's gonna ruin the recording.
Which way do we all want to go?
Have 10 minutes passed?
No,
This way?
but you don't have to do that the whole time.
Yeah. I think I'd like to check out those wands while I ritually cast. This could be of value to us.
Okay, you can roll investigation on it.
I'm gonna guide you because I'm
Oh,
interested in
man.
those too. What?
Fergus messed up the recording.
Already?
Oh,
Yeah, you really can't touch those wires he's been touching.
Oh no. Oh, you know you did it.
That's 17.
With the guidance?
What's the guidance?
D4.
Oh, no. That's 20. Dirty 20.
They are non-magical sticks that they were using for arcane foci.
Non-magical sticks. Well, it's exactly what I'd hoped for.
Then you
Never
got it.
know. Never know. You can need a good stick.
George?
Is there anything we can tell by what's on the ground, tracks?
Oh, the
dust?
problem with the map is that it tells you where the red kobold's traps are. It doesn't tell you where the blue kobold's traps are. So there are doors in the northeast, southeast, and northwest. But check. But it doesn't tell you where blue kobold traps would be. One of you two can roll survival looking at the map.
Sure. That's a 21. Oh no, 22.
You feel like, based on the squiggles and lines about the battlefields and everything, that going north in general will help you get to the blue kobold's layers, and yeah, that's what you can discern. Looks like there's a couple different ways to get there.
We need to head north.
I'm feeling northeast, but I can't. I feel like that's the direction we were pointing in originally to go to the volcano.
Yes, let's do it.
I just
Northeast it is.
All right.
feels like
Your intuition is surface. Wow.
we'll see.
This is true.
I could
Lead the way.
I'm gonna go up to the northeast door and
Be careful. There could be
what's my danger sense?
there could be blue
Some
cobalt
old-
traps anywhere.
I'm gonna stand by the door.
In this area, you feel danger everywhere.
Yeah, I feel it's just generally dangerous. Everybody should.
For something.
You
Yeah,
get the
guard.
you get the point that there are traps all over this place.
Yeah.
So you're up by the northeastern door.
Mm-hmm.
You're checking out the northeastern door. Tell me what that looks like and what you're doing.
We should have brought a 10-foot pole.
That's true. Alright, I'll listen to the door and then see if there's any weird markings or traps on the door.
Alright, roll perception.
That is a 21.
Okay, yeah, you listen to the door and you hear bop, 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 bop.
Anything familiar?
Anything familiar?
Does that sound like something familiar?
It sounds like bubbling.
Dripping lava, perhaps?
Lord Hans, why don't you use one of those fancy hands that I know magicians have?
Yeah.
Open the door.
Oh, I don't have that.
Alright, I'm for what it's worth, I'm gonna take the king's head out of the bag and just hold it. And I want to try to open the door, but like just stick the head.
Well, do you guys-
If the door is not locked, I can open it.
Do you want to wait 3 minutes while I can
Yeah.
just simply read the map and I'll know if there's a red
Sure,
kobold
sure.
trap? Yes.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
great idea.
Oh, you can use thaumaturgy to open an unlocked door.
Oh, let's
From
do
30
that.
feet.
Well, while he's doing that,
You finish.
Alright, I'd like to read the red
It's in
kobold's
the
map,
back.
please. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd like to read it aloud to the group.
It doesn't tell you about anything on the northeastern door that has to do with the red kobolds.
Alright.
Okay, well then I will try
let's
to.
all stand back.
Yes.
Yep. From 30 feet, because that is as far away as I can get to do it, I try to thaumaturge this door open.
You find that it is locked.
It is locked.
Hmm. Ah, I have thieves' tools. I
Can
will.
you use them?
Yeah. What do you have? Do I have that?
Okay.
The fact that I have them makes me think. I've had them since the beginning. I will try to unlock the door.
Okay, I will guide you.
Okay.
No, we've talked about this with the elbows.
What is it again? Is it sleight of hand?
When you said you listened at the door and then you tried to look for markings on the door?
Markings are something that would indicate a trap.
Okay.
I feel like I don't remember, Jake, how you handle sleight of hand.
Or
Or not, picking locks.
thieves' tools.
Yeah,
Oh,
thieves' tools. Do you just
I would say roll sleight of
proficiency?
hand.
Okay.
Okay.
And add the proficiency bonus, or?
Well, I get +5 on sleight of hand. 21, 25.
Nice.
One way or the other.
Oh, well,
With or without, he's gonna open that door with
Yeah.
that. Alright, yeah, you unlock the door and
Okay.
you open it.
No, I back away and I say, Daphne.
Okay, yeah, alright, move.
Well, he heard something
Yep.
suspicious.
Et voila!
And the door slams open.
What?
And tell me how far away from the door you all
I
are.
have to be 30 feet.
I was behind Daphne,
Yeah,
so
I'm
I'm
behind.
like
35
pretty
feet.
far away.
I'll be next to him.
40 feet.
So brave.
Because he heard a plop, plop,
It's
plop.
staggering.
Yeah,
Okay.
Everybody's 30 feet away from the door.
I'm
But
more
I
than
have
30
to,
feet
yeah,
away.
that is as far away as I can.
Yeah.
Jasper's climbed up the opposite wall.
I'm
just
35 feet away from the door. I'm 31 feet away from the door.
We're all behind Daphne.
Last night when we were playing Strahd and we all survived, well, we survived that TPK. We all had 1 hit point left and no spell slots left.
Uh-huh.
And then this guy who's playing a paladin who just does whatever he's supposed to do. He's like, yeah, we're gonna go right to the next place we're supposed to go to without long resting. Can we please long rest? Can we please rest? He's like, no. And he's kind of like, I'll go by myself while you guys rest.
That's great.
And I was like, we're gonna come with you. But then we went to the place, and so obviously something horrible and dangerous happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm 120 feet away from the door. He's like, I'm about to open the door. Like, I'm 120 feet away. And then he opens the door, and the DM is like, there's a blood. And he starts explaining this, and I'm like, I left. I'm walking back to the inn. No. Dumb. So you guys are all like 30 feet away from the door. So as you open the door, these axes come flying out of the door, and make dex saves with a very low DC.
Oh, that's really low. 7.
6.
10.
9. 4.
None of us did well. None of us
Which
did well.
I was gonna say, I'm just, if anybody's closest, it's me, and I'm holding the king's head in front of me.
All right, so I'm gonna say you would take 6 damage, but it's halved by the king's head,
It's like,
Oh no!
wow.
We need the
Like the
head.
jaw.
which is also now halved.
Yeah.
The king's head is now halved.
Ugh.
Oops.
Apologies in advance for that cat poop smell. So if it ever reaches you guys,
It did.
uh,
But I'm used to it.
I gotta get the smelly stuff in a minute. So these axes fly out
Whoa.
and jam into the wall, as well as passing through Una's shoulder a little bit. And as they do, you see that they cut ropes that are on the inside of the door, and this like not boiling oil, but like boiling oil spills down on the other side of the door, and it would have like splattered you in the face if you were standing by the door.
Is that one on the map? Is that a red one or a
That's
blue,
a blue
one?
one.
That's a blue one. Good thama or something.
Cool.
Good use of
Yes,
thama.
thank you.
Yeah.
And
That could have been us.
yeah, so
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
This
Plus
thing
one.
though. You gotta have
Can we, Lord Hans, can you put the head back together?
you gotta need.
You do all this
cool.
prestidigitation
Yes.
stuff.
Got
Yes,
some sewing kits.
Yes, let me cast a 3rd level head rejoin.
I'll just pull off
Third
some of
level
my
head
sail
repair.
outfit and tie
Rope it
Like a-
together.
tie it with a sailor's knot.
We could do one of those like ties for like a toothache.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like the ghost of Marley.
Yeah, exactly.
Just think, just yesterday I was making suggestions to this man.
I know, you maybe should have
Thank you
taken
for
the
should
suggestion.
have listened to your suggestions.
Well, you did.
Yeah, we got some good information.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
very
dragon's
valuable.
been acting differently lately.
So, beyond the door, you see a room where the stone looks different. Like the rest of the stone so far has looked like like it's hewn out of the rock, like it's burrowed or something. But this room looks a little bit more constructed. Like it has these sort of gray stone bricks in it that, and you see like furniture in through the door. So, what an interesting room.
Are there any red kobold traps on the map in this room? On the list?
No.
Jasper goes and looks in the room. Like, how big is it? Are there other doors? Are there hallways entering in?
Well, the first when you walk in,
I try to avoid the oil.
yeah, you avoid stepping in the oil with your cat paw feet, and maybe you run up on the wall, and you go into this room, and off to the side is like a well, but in the well is bubbling molten rock. Lava bubbling in this well, and everyone make a con save, please.
Oof, 16, baby. Yeah.
11.
14.
Did I miss one?
The dirty 20.
Yeah.
Alright, Jasper's back to 2 levels of exhaustion.
Guys, we gotta get out of this
no.
volcano.
As
The fur.
the heat
So hot.
the
Yes.
heat from this well
Tell me
of
about
lava assaults your
Ugh.
assaults your senses. And also in this room, you see about 8 feet above you, along this kind of constructed stone walls, you see burn marks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We should be careful here. I think there's another trap.
But up ahead, you see stone pieces of furniture in what looks like a room.
Are there any doors or hallways leading from this?
The room is kind of twisty, like an S, and so you see bits and pieces of a room beyond this sort of well area, and you see little like stone chairs and stuff. But you have to go further in to see around the corners and shit.
I think the burn marks say there's another trap here.
Yes.
So, 8 feet up.
So right now, Jasper's the only one that's in the room. The rest of you are still in the battlefield area.
Well, I would allow the stronger members of the party to go first, but I'd like to join Jasper in the room eventually.
I'll say how gallant, and I will start walking over to Jasper.
Watch the oil.
Yes.
Yeah, so you daintily step around the oil. You see this well of bubbling lava in the middle of this room, and some stone chairs and a stone table beyond it, and sort of a bigger room that opens up ahead. You have to walk in to sort of look around a little bit.
I go with her. I'm gonna stay posted there.
Burn marks up there.
Right,
If
that
there's some sort
suggests
of
to me that yes, there's probably a trap in here.
Does it seem like the burn marks up there? Is there something directly below where it is? Like a hole or something that looks like it shoots burn marks with burn fire?
No, it's almost like it's like a line on the wall.
Is it a ring that goes around?
No,
Like this line? Okay.
it's you see it on one wall and you see it on the other. It's kind of like a line of burn mark, about 8 feet up.
Does it seem like everything below the 8 feet is burned, or just at the 8 feet mark is burned?
Just that part on the wall.
Across from that? Does it seem
But
like there's something?
it's kind of hard to tell. Everything that's in this room is made out of this dark gray stone that's different from the other rocks and stuff that's been burrowed out. This all looks more constructed, and the stone furniture. You see stone furniture beyond this sort of antechamber that has a well in it. So you're in the room too, I guess. You're the only one that's not in the
I'll
room.
go in the room. I'm in the room.
Everyone's in the room.
In the room, baby.
A steel door slams down behind you,
Sure.
locking you in this room.
Oh. It's like
Wow.
being in the Tower of Contemplation.
Somebody was
We're in
waiting
jail
for
again.
Well,
Your map of red kobold traps tells you nothing about this room.
Should we try throwing things like you did last time? That seemed to work.
No, because this thing has a spray thing that's going on here, so it's probably gonna hit the whole room.
Oh, that's not good.
So if we can find something that looks a little different than anything else, that might be good.
Like on the floor? Like the pressure plates?
Start scanning for anything that looks a little different.
You think it sprays out of the well?
Otherwise, I can start casting ritual detect magic and see if I can find something.
I got another magic awareness. I can magic awareness it too. If we're looking for something in the room.
You all are in this antechamber with the well, and you see beyond some pieces of stone furniture in another room.
Do I see anything that looks like somewhat different than anything else? Like on the ground or something like that?
In this room, it's just kind of an antechamber with a well of lava in it.
Alright, I'm gonna start ritual casting detect magic.
Oh, so once again, I know we've asked you this, but 8 feet up, there's some burn marks, and there's wall that goes higher above it. So I could climb up above it and climb over to the main room.
That's
Just-
you.
Yeah, and stay above where the burn marks are.
It's only a couple feet more above it. It's not a full body size. I guess you could turn sideways and lay against the ceiling to be in the 2 feet of space above the burn mark.
Okay. Maybe that's not the best approach. So you're ritual casting?
I'm ritual casting detect magic.
I didn't hear any chanting. Are you really ritual casting?
I just hold my
It's
thing.
perceived.
Maybe we should go into the northwest door.
Alright.
The stone furniture, is that within reach of us from where we are in the chamber? Like where's the furniture? Sorry.
You're all in an antechamber standing around a well of lava.
Right.
And there's a room.
Beyond it that has the furniture.
Yeah, that you can kind of see that there's some stone furniture in the room.
Got it.
It's sort of all one room, but you're in an
Right,
antechamber.
okay, but not close, so
Like imagine if you were in my office
Yeah,
looking through the door into this room.
sure. So it'll be a little harder to play literal floor is lava with the furniture. What type of stuff can I
Okay, have 10 minutes. Alright. So,
Do you want to stand there for 10 minutes? You can.
I mean, that's what I'm doing. It's whatever y'all want to do.
yeah. Nothing else is coming to mind.
Sure, so 10 minutes pass
Okay.
and you don't detect any magic.
There's no magic in this room?
Nope, just a fucking wall of lava.
Alright.
Well,
Should we go over there?
Well, is there anything
Should
we can
we
do?
work on this gate?
Can we block the well in some way? And then, because maybe the stuff is coming out of the well.
Right. How would we block lava?
well, why don't we push the one of the bodies ahead of us and see if that springs anything, and then see if we can grab the stone furniture and place that over the well.
Well, the
As you guys are talking about it, lava starts coming up out of the well.
Oh.
It's like.
And
Oh.
step lively.
Let's
Giddy up,
rerun.
though.
Yeah.
Giddy
Yes.
up to the furniture.
Alright, yes,
Run
that-
to the far room.
Yep,
Yeah.
start heading to the other side.
So you guys all leave the antechamber and go into the other room.
All
Yep.
ass.
Okay, so this room is it's kind of it almost looks like a living room. Like there's a sofa, there's a chair, there's a bearskin rug for some reason, and there are 2 more wells of lava
Ooh.
in this room,
Great.
and the heat from them is bubbling, and then kind of like that hallway, if you look into that hallway, you see a longer hallway that has suits of armor in it. Yeah, so you're in this room. Let's imagine this room just like we did in the compassionate prison.
Oh yes.
We have a couch and a table and a couple chairs, but they're all made of stone. And there's a bearskin rug, and then there are 2 wells of lava, and that lava is slowly.
Is the furniture
bubbling up.
arranged in such a way that we could cross the room just on this stone furniture on top of it?
Yes, and having asked that, let's all roll for initiative.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
The suit of armor is always a good
Oh,
sign.
good.
What a rest of a nat 20.
18 for Jasper.
7.
23.
Come on up with the deuce.
16.
Alright, so yeah, the lava is spilling out more quickly from these wells, and it's and it's starting to spread across the floor. And Hassan, you're up first.
no magic in this room either. Not even the suits of armor. Alright. I'll just start walking on the furniture.
Okay. You stand up on the furniture.
I looked at the bear rug. Is there anything special about the bear rug? Does
You
it
can
look
roll perception on it.
like burnt or anything? 20.
Looks like a bear rug.
I want to move the bear rug to touch the lava.
Okay. It starts melting.
Okay.
That cat will not do anything violent ever, so don't worry about any of that.
Unlike Jasper.
Yeah. So do you want to move towards the hallway of armor?
Sure.
Okay, and you want to like step on the furniture as you're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say you're sort of where he's sitting, like standing on that couch.
Cool.
Okay. All right, Jasper, you're up.
We're just because I was trying to keep a map. Where's the hallway of armor? Like, if we're coming in, I assume from like the south or the
Yeah,
southwest.
don't worry about mapping this room.
Okay.
Think of it as my house.
Well, I want
Like you guys were in there, and now you're in here.
Okay.
And
We want to go there.
That's where the suits of armor are.
And it's a hallway leading
And
away.
once you get beyond there, we'll figure out what's
Okay.
over there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm heading over there, and if the lava's coming up and I need to, I would go up on the wall and climb over there.
Okay, so you're gonna, in order to avoid the lava, you're gonna just climb on the wall,
Yeah,
and then you're gonna try to go down the hallway with the
suits of
armor.
armor.
Are you
My
gonna
primary concern is getting away from the lava.
Are you gonna use your normal movement speed? Are you gonna dash or feline agility or anything like that?
Is the lava coming? Do I feel like if I just go at my normal speed, I should outpace the lava, or does it feel like
In the last 6 seconds, it's
it's really coming up fast?
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use my feline agility to get to that hallway.
Zip.
Yes.
You zip down the hallway,
Yeah.
past the suits of armor, and you find yourself going around a corner, and imagine yourself coming out of this hallway into another room about this size.
Okay.
And this room has 2 more wells of lava, and it also has a number of bookshelves and a chair and a bench, and in the far corner a door.
I go up to the door and.
You don't have enough movement speed to do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are peeking out of the hallway.
Yeah, into that room.
No. Una, you're up.
Well, I'll tell you what Una wants to do, which is pick up Daphne and put her on a table.
She'll let you do it.
Just carrying body parts and entrance.
Daphne's cool with it.
Yeah.
Una would pick Daphne up.
Yes,
put her on the
enthusiastic
table,
consent. Get me the fuck up this
tell
door.
her how
Thank
much
you.
she can do. And then she would get up on the table and start trying to run through the tables, like following where Jasper went.
Okay, so you put Daphne on a table, and then you try to go through there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so let's say you make it to the end of the couch and you're standing next to Hassan. Do you just jump onto the floor in the hallway, or what do you do?
What do I see in the hallway? The
Like
suits of armor. Yeah, I would jump down onto the floor. I mean, ideally, going through the hallway, I would want to try to knock down the suits of armor, so they would make like stepping stones on the hallway too.
Okay.
So however
Yeah,
far
you can
I
do that.
get, yeah. So I'm like knocking them
Step on the armor.
making footfalls.
Step on the armor.
Step on the arm.
You knock down a couple of them.
Yeah.
Um,
And then checking back for those two.
Alright, it's the lava's turn. And the lava bubbles across the floor and rises an inch on the ground, and anyone who's standing in it is going to take damage. So that is Una and Lord Hans.
Ow!
Jesus! I don't know.
I recently read in a 8-year-old's science homework that, hey, stop it!
Maniac!
You're gonna ruin my camera! That, wow, he's upside down in there. He's stoked. Magma can get up to 1400 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
But as this is just starting to singe your skin and just making it so that you're starting to step to avoid it, each of you will only take 12 fire damage.
You guys always get hurt.
Yep.
You know, stuff through your bodies.
Inside, Una's respect for Hans is growing exponentially. She's like, damn.
So as you're both burning, you look over at
I'm
Hans and
like-
you kind of wink at her.
Like, it's nothing. Medium rare, just how I like it.
Feels good.
Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing compared to a harpoon through the chest.
And Lord Hans, your turn.
How far down the hall can I see?
It turns, but you saw the other two go around the corner.
How far can I misty step?
You can misty step into the hallway.
Misty stepping into the hallway and then moving 30 feet to catch up to my companions away.
Are you using a spell slot to cast that?
I do not need a spell slot to cast
Good.
Misty.
You're using your
Magic.
extra spell slot to
Yep,
cast
my
it.
once per day Fey Touch Misty Step.
Remember, you can also cast it with a spell slot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not using a spell slot this time.
Okay, so you misty step,
Misty swoosh.
and where do you misty step?
I misty step to the farthest point that I can see away from the lava down this hallway.
Okay, well, lava is covering all of the floor.
Okay, I'm misty stepping on top of one of the suits of armor.
Ah, good answer. So you do that, and then what?
And then, do I have a safe escape path to the room where Jasper and Daphne are?
Well, you could leap from one suit of armor to the next.
And that would probably be an athletics check, I guess.
Athletics or acrobatics, yes.
Well-
I mean, it's not that hard, but you're doing it for multiple of them, so.
Yes, I wonder. Well, I just cast a spell, so I can't rhymes binding ice the lava right now.
Ooh.
So that was the other thing I was going to do is turn that into...
1400 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes. All right. I
You
am.
guys shape water on this lava.
I am going to leap from armor to armor. Agile Lord Hans remembers his days playing Wibble Wobble with the cousins in the Temwin compound. Yes, a natural athlete is he, easily leapfrogging obstacles.
Seeing the end of Terminator 2, the thumbs up.
Yes. Graceful as a gazelle is Lord Hans. As he flits from armor to armor, light on his feet.
What'd you roll?
19.
Okay. So you make it to about here, where you can see the next room, which has a table and chairs, 2 wells of bubbling lava, some bookcases, a chair, and a door in the far corner. Far corner.
How far is that door from me?
So the other room was like this room, the next room is like this room, plus another 3/4 of a room in length.
Are you thinking of the distance that you could cast Mage Hand?
That's sad.
Though you had mage hand.
Yes. So, and then eating good berries is an action, right? So.
Yep.
But you can eat.
But Misty Step is a bonus action.
Correct.
So Hans is going to
How many good berries would you eat?
Please himself is going to take a handful of 12 good berries.
One at a time.
No, you're allowed to eat.
It's like when you're eating chips. You can't stop.
Yes, one day I will make a rule nerfing good berries, but it will not be today. And remind me, when did you feel that pang in your chest and take damage from it?
That was, I think, the last night when we rested.
What?
It's supposed to be when you wake.
Yeah, I think it's when he woke up.
Yeah.
I think it was 21.
So you were like -8 hit points from that too.
I think I ate some berries or did something, or you healed.
Yeah,
How many good berries does this guy have?
I gave him my good berries. That's why I have less good berries.
Fewer. Sorry. How many good berries?
I now have 3 left.
Okay, and 18 HP.
No,
How many
30
good-
HP, because I just ate 12
Right.
good
And how many
berries.
good berries do you have, Hassan?
I have 11, so I gave him 4 for something.
You have 11. 11.
Ah, yes, that's what it was. You gave me 4 good berries for my
Lovely. Okay, so
4
you do that, and
punishment.
Daphne, you're up.
Yeah, so poor little slow, stubby Daphne is left alone on this table, but
I'm right next to you.
she's oh, you're still there. Oh, that's great. Okay, great, because actually then
You're a little shorter.
yeah, I'm
Yeah, she
gonna,
couldn't see me.
she's gonna oh, there you are. I'm gonna cast enhance ability on both of us and give us cat's grace. So we will have advantage on dexterity checks. And we don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if we're not incapacitated, unless the floor is lava. I'm pretty sure is
Floor
the
is
footnote
lava.
there. But
Yep.
so, okay, having done that, hoping that maybe she'll do a little better than she would have otherwise, she's gonna try to go on those little stubby legs to the next room where everyone else is.
Alright, so you're jumping along the fallen armors.
Yes, but with the grace of a kitty.
Grace of a kitty. So, roll with advantage, please.
Okay. Ooh, yep. 17.
Good. And, yeah, you make it down the hallway.
Good, because the other one was a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Down the hallway, peeking into the room. Anything else?
No. Nope.
Alright, have some.
Alright, with the new feeling of cat's grace, Hassan will start running down the hallway on the thingamaboobers.
Okay. You go down the hallway, you're peeking into the next room.
That would be a 20.
Great.
So peeking in the next room, there's a table and something you said?
Yeah, there's like a dining table with some chairs. There's 2 wells with lava dripping out, burning the stone legs of the chairs. There are some bookcases beyond that, and then you can see a door in the far corner.
Okay, I'll use my action to try to get to the thingy table.
Okay. You're gonna try to like a dash happening?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. You can roll to jump from the thing to the thing.
Alright. Thing to thing. That is a 15.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Okay.
Alright, so you're on the dining table in the second room, and the lava is continuing to rise, attempting to consume your souls. And Jasper,
Yeah.
with your 2 levels of exhaustion, which -2 from all your skill checks, you're up. But you're also climbing on the walls instead of jumping.
Can I get over to the door along the walls?
Well, Cat's burst of agility means you can't move the next round.
That means I can move the next round, but I can't use feline agility until I don't move for a round.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I can move 30 feet.
Nina's saying 99.
And she's saying it in German and English.
I've heard all the versions. So you're gonna use your movement speed to try to get over to the door?
Yes, along the wall.
Okay, well, you get halfway there.
Okay, that's what I've done. So this room is filled with lava on the floor, right? It's coming out.
Yeah, there are stone bookcases that you're near,
Ooh.
and the floor is lava.
Can I make it into a bookcase so I can like rest on a bookcase?
Yeah.
I do that.
All right.
Is your little tail twitching?
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
knock some stuff off the shelf.
You lay on a bookcase, and you notice that there are books in the bookcases.
No.
This doesn't seem like the time, but
It seems like
Any
the
good
best time.
time?
any
I
quickly
say the bookcase probably holds the key, man.
get
Now
quickly.
we know that the temperature that books burn at is 451, and magma is 1400. So you rest on the bookshelf.
I quickly scan the books to see if I can see anything of note.
Ice baby.
Roll investigation.
How to not die in lava.
Yeah, cocked. 12.
12. You see some books.
Okay.
Warrior of Wind, Witch with a Goal, Horses of Despair.
Yes.
I pocket Horses of Despair.
You pocket Horses of Despair.
Yes.
Very good. You see Guardians and Turtles, Sword Without Fear, Completion Wings, Bravery in the Titans, and Temptations in the East.
We'll stick with Horses of Despair.
With your 12 roll. Okay. Fucking Una.
So, sir, can you tell me the layout of this room? I think I'm just coming out of the.
There's a dining table and chairs, there's a couple stone chairs, there are some bookcases, and then in the far corner is a door.
Okay. So once again, his main concern is going to be putting Daphne on top of the table.
We'd love to see it.
Always give Una gifts. So you put Daphne on the dining table.
Yeah, I ideally should love to get on a chair herself, but
not necessarily.
that's secondary. That's secondary. too.
Yeah, roll athletics for me.
Oh, that's a terrible roll. That's a 9.
Stupid spreadsheet.
I don't think I do right now.
Yeah.
You toss Daphne.
Oh no!
No.
And she kind of lands
Levitation.
on the dining room table,
Oh, good.
Thank you. I guess.
knocks the wind out of her. And because you threw so badly, you are unable to get yourself off of the statues.
I'm in shame. That's
And the lava continues to rise. Blub, 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 blub. And it covers the armor that is laying down. If any of it is not laying down, it would be fine. So Una's toesies are in it.
No.
You're standing on the
table.
The table. Lord Hans is standing on the.
Armor.
Oh, Una and Lord Hans yet again. All right, and now that it's been really heating up the room and really feeling itself, it's starting to get pretty deadly. This lava. 20 lava damage to each of you.
Oh dear.
It's a special kind of damage.
You guys
they-
must scream out in pain.
Yeah, 1400 degree molten lava contacts your feet.
Ow!
And what do we hear and see as this happens, you two?
You okay?
No!
Una's just smiling at you.
Just
This is
holding out a
great.
fist bump. Wait. Huh? Come on, man.
Yeah, and it burns your feet, and you guys smell them.
Scalding.
And it's so hot in this room. Everyone make a con save.
Oh,
God,
no.
Jesus.
Jake is mean.
18, baby.
15.
16.
12.
14 minus my 2 levels.
Guess who just rolled a 1?
Oh dear.
One level of exhaustion for you.
Yeah, well, I've been working hard.
So that's -1 to your various thingamabobs.
I mean, there's a saving throw that's a 7, but
Let me,
it sucked.
-1, yeah, -1 to all D20 tests, and -1 to their spell save DC. So, yeah, it's pretty hot in there, and the lava's burning people, and Lord Hans, it's your turn.
Well, do I have an option to leapfrog over into some higher ground?
Onto the dining table thing.
Yes, how far is that from me?
It's gonna require an athletics roll.
Well,
It's not further than 30 feet.
Lord Hans, you're not looking well.
could somebody guide me or help me or something?
Yeah, but I think you can make it, Lord Hans. I think that you have proven to be a most athletic member of the party.
Thank
Requires
you.
touch.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Yes, I feel the same way about myself.
You are a Tamerwin after all.
So that's the 18 plus 1, 19, baby.
That was +1.
Great.
That's
You're,
what
No, I got +3, but my
Oh.
+1
Your
over that.
tattered, singed, and dripping feet propel you off of the armor onto the table,
Thank you.
revealing the stumps.
Get off me, Hans.
Yeah, and both of you are just laying on the table like, ah.
And then I am going to use my
get that
fragile
door open.
amulet of healing word.
Nice.
Okay, roll a d20.
Okay. 8.
Okay,
And then what is that? 1d4 plus 1?
it's a d4 plus 4. I think I wrote it.
All right. 6. So I'm going to give myself 6 hit points.
All right, back to 16. And anything else you want to do?
I wonder if I should try casting Rhymes Binding Ice on the lava.
We have to get that
It's
door
real
open.
hot.
Yeah.
We have to get that door open.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
going to try to cast Rhymes Binding Ice on the
Cool.
lava.
I like it.
On the lava by the door.
Yeah.
Okay, the lava makes a Constitution save.
Hans pulls a vial of mountain spring of snow melt out of his satchel
Where were you keeping that
and
from?
blows it. My spell, of course, I keep all my spell measures. A 30-foot cone of icicles, blizzards, and snowflakes, and gusts of frigid wind barrels across the room,
Oh, that feels so good. Chest
cooling my
again.
companions
Ooh.
and freezing the lava to hopefully form a surface of solid rock.
I love it.
It instantly melts.
No.
Oh.
A 1400 degree Fahrenheit lava situation. But a fine use of the spell slot.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
That's right.
Yes, well,
Okay, Daphne, you're
Okay,
laying on this table.
Yeah, I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up. I'm gonna take the help action to try to get Una up out of the lava. And then I'm going to let's see, you're at 16. Una, do you look bad? I mean, you've been in lava, but
Well,
She has a lot of hit.
I go.
She looks up.
yeah. Okay, so
I
she's
look okay. I look better.
Okay, so we're both okay for now. So okay, so then gonna go 15 more feet away. Like, so we got the end of the table, and then is it the bookcases and then the door?
Yeah, I would say you could try to jump from the dining table to a stone chair that's closer to the bookcase. but
Sure.
It's not a very tall chair.
Cat's
It's
Grace.
not a very tall chair.
Maybe. But she's not a very tall person. This could be not great.
The table you're on is taller than the chair.
I mean,
You may want to stay,
lava's getting
you may want to stay on the table.
You might want
first.
to.
I see what
Daphne,
you're
you may
saying.
wanna-
Yeah, wait,
Daphne,
wait,
hold-
wait, I'm so, yeah, dexterous. Okay, so then we're gonna wait. Are we ready? So, right, because, like, I'm sorry, I'm not good with spatial relations, but so we've got
What did you roll?
a 16,
Okay.
but I'm like, where are we?
So she jumped on the chair and then she jumped back on the table.
Yeah, right.
Cat's
Or,
Grace.
like, if there's a book, I don't know. I don't
There's
have a
you're
visual.
on a dining table.
Yep,
There's a chair in between you and a
yep,
bookcase.
it's low, yep.
Yeah.
And I'd only be able to get,
With
but
your 15 feet of
But
movement
is it
speed.
rising high enough? Like, is it going to be okay for one more round? Do we think?
Hmm?
I don't know.
fuck it, we're gonna see what happens.
You also
You're
use
gonna
the,
jump onto the chair.
Yeah, use the help action. Oh, you're jumping on the chair? Okay. So you're on the chair. And
That's all I got.
Yeah. Alright, has some.
I'm trying to get to the bookshelf.
Okay. And you're on the table?
Yeah.
Jumpy jumpy.
Jumpy. A 19.
Hi Fergus, you're chill now?
Yeah.
Zoomies over?
I've done everything I
For
set
now.
out to do.
Saving up for the next round
Yeah,
at
but
3
you're
in the
next
morning.
You're on it.
Alright, I'm looking for books that might. So nothing's magical, right?
Nope.
Alright, looking for books that might be like cold or anti-fire or protection.
Okay, roll perception on your books.
20.
Okay. You look at the bookshelf and you see Gangster of Wind, Pilot of Glory, Doctors of Utopia,
Ooh, I want that one
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Slaves of Dreams, A Way Out, Girls and Butchers,
A way out.
Defenders and Slaves. That's two that have slaves. in it. Result of Power, Completion of the Forest, Praise the North, and Separated by the Town.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try to look at the way out.
Okay. Reach out and grab it,
Uh-huh.
the book, to read it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. As you pull it, you feel something trigger,
Yeah.
and the door in the far corner opens,
Yeah.
Okay.
and some lava starts to spill out of it.
I'm assuming that's the end of my turn.
Hmm?
Can I take the forest book?
Completion of the forest.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright.
All right. Jasper.
What's happening to the lava level since the door opened? It's still going up.
Lava. Yeah.
Still going
It's
up.
coming out of those wells.
Can I crawl along the wall and get to the hall, or to the door, to the opening?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Jasper does that. 30 feet. How far? And then you would proceed on through if you
You
could.
get outside to a little hallway
And is there lava on the floor here?
by the door.
But beyond, so then I keep going on the wall, along the hallway. Okay. And is there a point where the lava stops?
Right now there is, yeah.
Okay. There's no more. I just yell back to the party. There's the lava stops in this hallway. Is there anything else I see in the hallway?
Hallway.
Okay. Well, now,
Just a boring stone hallway.
okay. So I'm gonna get down, and the lava doesn't seem like it's continuing.
Nope.
anyways. Okay. So I get down on the floor, and I'm just gonna.
Clearly safe. Clearly the way out.
I am just. I don't know if there's any. I guess I can take an action. What can I do?
Be cool.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait to see if there's anything
you
I
can
can
take
do
a
to.
dash action to keep going if you want.
Well, I want to wait and help you guys if there's a way to do that. So he's just
And,
gonna.
ready to help action.
Yes, I will. Ready to help action. Thank you.
All right, Una.
I want to get the fuck off of this suit of armor. Maybe onto that table.
All right, roll athletics to pull your foot bones
With
up.
advantage, right? Too,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
you
helped you.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm rolling like shit over here. Alright, yes, that was lovely. Thank you. That's gonna be a whole lot. 20 plus.
Cool.
Lots
Okay,
and lots.
good. So you're on the dining table. You see between you and the bookcase is a chair of stone, and you have more movement speed.
How far is it from the, like, can I see the open door and out through the door, or is that further?
You can see it. You can see the open door beyond the bookshelves.
Can I misty step my ass out to the other side of that thing, or have I
You
already
can
done-
misty step yourself to a far bookcase that is near the door.
Okay. Then I'm gonna continue to use my movement. Here's what I like to do then. I like to try to get to a chair, and then I would eat some good berries, because I think I'm about to get fucking burned again.
So as the lava's burning,
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna
said I
get
was.
first.
So you're gonna jump on top of the chair next to Daphne.
Yeah.
Don't roll a 1, because then you would accidentally
Yeah,
push her
knock
off.
her
Completely onto the
Yeah.
bookshelf is how that would work.
I would roll a body chuck her
Nat
up
Nat
into
Nat
the
20.
bookshelf.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, I body chuck her up to the bookshelf.
Let's see what you roll.
Get it.
God damn it.
It's fine.
For Daphne. That's not terrible. That's 17.
It's pretty good.
That's good.
Alright, good. You land next to her and you're both standing on the top of the back of a stone chair.
Uh-huh.
And
And you're holding on
some good berries.
trons.
I'm gonna eat some
And you're holding a
berries.
bag of kobolds.
Yeah, and I got fucking entrails and a bag of kobolds.
She's a big lady.
I'm
Powerful.
a very strong person.
Big shoulders. Just get one dude and 2
Very
good
broad.
kobolds and a bunch of berries. So, how many berries are you eating?
You know what?
Like all of them?
All of them, yeah. With this.
Is that 15?
15, yeah.
So does that put you at 70?
No. 8, 9, 10,
Or
11,
68.
13, 3, 4, 5. I got 53.
You got burned twice.
Yeah, because I got.
One was
I
20.
knocked
I had
3
you
off. I got
53.
burned at a 12. I got burned at a.
Oh, I
20.
see what I did. I
Yeah.
see what I did. Okay, so what are you at after you eat the good berries?
53?
You're up to 53?
Yeah.
Alright. Sweet. Alright, so that's the end of your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, lava time. The lava rises. Although some of it spills out the door too. And it singes you, just kidding. It covers the bottom of the chair and singes y'all's toesies. And
You're on the table, right?
I'm on the table.
you each take 12.
Okay. I do keep cat's grace.
Sweet.
So you're at 30 out of 42, Daph?
Yeet.
You're
Daphne.
jumping from foot to foot.
And everybody else is safe currently, right?
I'm on the dining room table now.
Alright, your turn, Lord Hans.
Well, what are my options here? The chair is now immersed in lava. So the closest thing to the door is the bookshelf. How far is that from me?
It's within Misty Stepping distance, but it's not within jumping distance.
I used my Misty Step already,
You can use it with a spell slot.
but I didn't prepare it.
He's. Oh.
Can I use it? Can
I
I?
guess you're dead.
Yeah. here's my question. Do I have to prepare it to use it with a spell slot?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's always prepared.
Oh, well then I'm gonna. And is the door within Misty Step?
No.
Okay.
Far bookshelf near the door.
I'm gonna Misty Step to the top of the far bookshelf.
Okay.
Hi, Betsy.
Oh, I thought I had to fucking prepare Misty. Okay, good.
No, you don't have to prepare either of the spells that you know from Fey Touch.
Oh, okay, great. Well then.
They say you can cast these spells once a day using a. You can cast these spells once a day, and you can also cast them using a spell slot, which means you don't have to prepare them.
Great.
That's why it's so amazing.
Well, here we are
The best
then.
feat ever. I love it.
Yes, thank you, Fairy Queens. And I'm now on top of the bookshelf. And then how far am I from the door?
Telekinetic, telepathic, Fey Touch, Shadow Touch, all day. How far are you from the? You're like 10 feet from the door now.
If I make,
Accuracy, baby.
if I make a, can I try
No.
to? If I
No,
leap,
it's bad.
if I leap from the, do I think I can leap from the top of the bookshelf to the outside through the door?
You can try. You could. Do you think you can? You do.
I do think I can. All right, I'm gonna try it. What is that? Acrobatics or athletics?
Yep. Either one.
Somebody help me!
Guidance is a touch spell.
What's
Lord
that?
Hans, you've done it
It's
once.
also not a reaction.
I think you can do it again.
Thank you, my
Hi,
friend.
Lord
Unless
Hans.
you're
I
playing
believe
Baldur's
in
Gate
you.
3.
You can
Yeah.
hold that
Fergus.
and only.
Hey!
You can choose to use that. But
Jeez,
Oh.
I didn't even need
Okay.
25, baby.
Nice.
25 to leap out the door.
Describe this.
Lord Hans quickly looks at his companions.
Come on, Wibblewop.
Remembering the ballet class he was forced to grudgingly take at the Tambourine compound, he does a graceful swan leap with his robes fluttering through the air, the bottom tassels, golden tassels, briefly singed as the lava kisses them, as he sails gently down and lands silently and does a bow to Flurry.
C'est magnifique.
I knew you could do it.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done, Lord Hans. Daphne.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get off this chair. So we're gonna try to jump out of the bookshelf and head towards the way out.
Okay.
Isn't that how Isn't that how that would go?
Roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that is how we go.
14.
Okay. Good.
And the other one was a 30, so that's pretty. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm dashing too. She's beep, 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 beep.
Okay. So one more jump.
Okay. Now.
Okay. If you're dashing, yeah.
Yeah. 16.
All right. You make it out of the room. And
Hooray!
any words for Lord Hans as you land next to him?
Yeah, tu fais la jetée, c'est magnifique. Like this. That was actually quite impressive. Come
All right.
on, Luna.
So
Three down.
Una's
Two to go.
still in the room with her feet all melted, and Hassan is
I'm on the bookshelf.
up on the bookshelf, and you found the book and opened the door, so this is looking good. Alright, so it's your turn, Hassan.
Alright, jumping towards the getting out of here. That's a crit, so I assume that makes it.
You get out of the room.
Alright.
I remember when you were like, that's not how Pass Without a Trace works. I'm like, it is for me now.
Alright, I just appear next to you guys.
Oh, whoa.
I'll do.
So graceful.
Like a cat.
I'm gonna cast Good Berries on you.
Oh, thank
so you
you.
have 10.
Yeah, that would be good.
And I'm gonna give you my other 11.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend.
He's so nice. That has some. Okay, so Jasper's in the hallway. Una's in the muck.
Yes.
Una's standing on a chair with her feet burning.
Yeah.
Alright, so Una, you're the last one left in the room.
Can we
Tell
try
me
to throw a rope?
on your turn. Well, Jasper's turn is in between those, so Jasper.
Jasper, rather than a rope, is going to say, Una, I believe in you.
Thanks,
Look her right
Jack.
in the eye and say,
Thanks, bro.
you will make it. I can feel it.
God, I hope so.
And we have good berries waiting for you on the other side.
All right.
Feel funky.
I feel like saying roll with disadvantage because your feet are all fucked up, but I'm not going to do it to you. But I think we should just see what would happen if you had rolled with
We
disadvantage.
should see. We
so
should see
yeah,
for
roll
fun.
normally.
Yeah, we'll see for fun. I have a question too, which is no, you sucked last time. You did smart.
That is the way to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all good.
You don't need to use that. Or
Yeah,
you can,
maybe. What
it's
is it?
optional.
Athletics?
Yeah.
21.
Okay, now roll again just to see if
Yeah,
disadvantage
just
would
to
have fucked
see.
you.
Let's see what would have happened. Oh no, that would have been a dirty 20. So
Okay.
that's-
So even with your like your foot bones peeking out of your foot flesh, and
The adrenaline.
yeah, you're all the the way up to your knees. It's just all sorts of horrible. And you leap onto the bookshelf, and then to the far bookshelf, and you've got one more jump to make to get out of the room. So go ahead and make
Go.
Get it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You have that inspiration.
Let's see. Woo, thank God. 16.
it. Good inspiration?
Yeah.
No, I have his,
Oh, that
his
is
bardic
great.
inspiration.
Yeah,
You gotta love it when it hits D8. It's much
Yeah,
better.
that's what I needed.
Alright, so you make it out of the room. All of you are out of the room.
Huzzah!
And in that moment, the door clangs down behind you, and you hear a voice go, "Must conserve lava."
It's sustainable.
You all are out of the room and in the hallway, and it's a great time for a break.
Alright. We did it, y'all.
So yeah, you guys are in a hallway that the connects to the room that you just entered. Right, the room that the lava, the twisty turny lava room. You entered through the northeastern door of the battle zone, and the door you went through to escape was in the northeastern corner of that room. And now you're in a hallway that sort of dog legs over to the west. It goes north and then it twists off to the west.
No magic in this one?
Nope.
We're still graceful for a while too.
For like an
That
hour,
lasts for
right?
an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
I will try to look around the room and see if there's any traps here.
We're in a hallway, right?
Hallway.
Yeah.
Oh, a hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the hallway.
Well,
It's got a door at the end of it.
I guess it's even easier to check to see if there's any traps in the short, smaller area.
Yeah.
25.
You don't find any traps in the hallway, but between your search and the kobold thing,
Yeah.
you see that there is a red kobold trap on the door that's at the end of the hallway. The the door at the extreme west of the hall.
What's it say?
And what does it say on the map here? Let's see. Oh, yes. This red kobold trap is, what does it say?
It's,
I mean, I can comprehend languages still, so
yeah,
I could read one thing.
you read it and it says it says something.
Good.
It's a big bad trap.
It says there's a trap on that door to the west.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to commit as much of this list to memory as I can in case we're in here for more than an hour.
Okay, that's a good idea.
So knowing that there's a trap on the door, I'm gonna look for this trap on the door.
Jasper's going to stand 35 feet away from
Anybody?
I will guide you and then I'm gonna back up.
Yeah, 30 feet.
We could she could open it. She's
Well,
a great door
If
opener.
it is
So-
unlocked.
You realize that this is a thing where if you touch the door handle, the door is gonna jump on you
Door's gonna jump on you. That's
Like-
funny.
mechanically.
Okay. Well,
She
let's
could-
not do that.
She can open the door.
I can
from
try
Yep,
30 feet
let's
away.
30
be
feet away.
30 feet away.
I'm going to stand 35 feet away.
Uh-huh.
And around the corner.
I can throw a cobalt body at it.
Yeah.
Just be ready to pull me back, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Et voila.
So you're throwing open the door.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so everybody's standing back and
Yeah.
you're throwing open the door. So as you throw open the door like opens and then it sort of goes up like this and slams down on the ground. So that if anyone were opening it, they would get squashed by the door.
Ooh.
Ow.
And the doorway is open now.
Off the whoop.
What's going on next year?
Yeah, well, beyond that door, you see a room. There's a room in there. This one, the stone looks more like the burrowy stone that you had seen before. There's kind of well, you have to go in it to really get a good look at it. But
Sure. I'll go ahead and try to look for traps.
okay, roll.
Oof, that's like the worst roll I can get. With guidance, I got a 12.
Okay. Yeah, so you see a door to the north that appears to be metal and stone and reinforced, similar to the one that had sealed off the battle zone earlier.
Yeah.
But this one is made in a less chaotic way. It's cobbled together in a less chaotic way, and it looks maybe a little bit more formidable of a door. The door to the north, and you're coming in a door on the eastern side of this room. And yeah, it looks like this room has been burrowed out like the other ones, and just a rough stone floor.
Maybe we're getting close to the blue cobalt area,
It's probably
This
behind
is-
that door right there.
and we're out of the lava-ish area.
There's no traps on this door per the red kobold list.
Well, it's on the blue cobalt side, so it's probably the blue cobalt.
I think both traps from both people are scattered throughout.
Strangely.
told, yeah.
So
Yes.
very odd.
Well, they've been fighting each other for
Yeah, the door
70
is
years.
70 years.
70 years.
70 years.
the blue.
Yeah.
The blue people invaded the red space and
Yes.
took their thing. And
They're also just a funny people.
Yes.
I find
these
them amusing.
kobolds are very strange. So this door to the north is the only egress, right?
yes.
Alright.
Should we listen? Investigate the door.
There might be traps in this room
Oh,
for blue cobalt,
yes.
but I don't know.
Daphne could open that door if it's not locked.
It's pretty sure it's locked, but we could try.
Yeah, we could try.
You need to get me a riot shield. But
Who would have guessed that Daphne would be our rogue?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm standing
who
there.
he is?
Actually,
Everybody.
it fits. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm,
And
standing,
voila!
I'm standing back.
The door does not fly open.
Must be locked.
So, where are you all in this room right now?
30
staying-
feet back.
I'm staying
because-
close to the door we came in.
Yeah, I'm 30
Yeah.
feet back.
Close to the door we came in.
I'm gonna be wherever Daphne.
Aw.
Okay,
Look
so
Bad
you three make dex saves.
Which three?
Huh?
Those.
Not you.
Okay.
11.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
Ooh, man, you are cat-like.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
8.
8?
Yep.
No!
Why is it always you two? As you step from the
Wait. Doesn't
you have
Question.
advantage on dex saves against things you can see.
things that I can see, right?
Can she see what's happening?
Yeah.
Alright, roll with an advantage.
Oh,
Roll again.
Sorry.
Danger sense.
It's even worse.
No!
I guess that sense and danger didn't come through.
Go the other one.
Okay, so
She did that on purpose, out of solidarity with
Yeah,
her
she
aunt.
wanted to feel it with you.
I'm like, I'm right here, buddy.
Again.
So these two are near the door you came in and have been like checking for traps, but haven't really left that door frame. But you have walked into the room to get within range of the
Yeah.
door, and you two have come with her.
Yeah.
So as you all are walking, you two, as you step on the ground, you feel a crunch under your feet.
That's not good.
And what looked like burrowy stone is actually some kind of clay.
Oh.
And both of your both of you, your foot goes about 1.5 feet into the ground. Chunk. This happened to me when I was walking on the beach of the salted sea, stepping on the gross ass salty fish bone, and right, just foot in, and your foot goes in, and as it goes in, you start to feel sharp little stabs, daggery little needly stabby things in your feet, and you start to hear a buzzing as angry wasps swirl out of the ground at your feet and start swarming around you, and they are stinging you, particularly in the feet. And both of you have extremely damaged feet
Yeah,
from
really.
the lava
It's a
situation.
bad day for feet
Yeah.
today.
Happened recently. So, you each take 19 piercing damage as
Bad wasps.
as Una thinks to herself, why don't I just rage all the time?
I
So
considered it.
as these wasps are swarming, Daphne reaches out to Una to do that like mom thing in the car where you
With car
catch them,
people.
but just gonna do a level 2 cure wounds. 6 for 11 back.
Okay, and so she goes back to 65, and so yeah, you two are both knee deep in the floor with wasps
Knee-deep.
swirling around you,
Yeah, that's not
and
Just one
what do
foot,
you do?
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pull my foot out.
Okay, and Una.
Una's deeply concerned because, alright, so what I want to do, because I don't want to open up a hole of wasps to come out, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna reach in my bag and rip the head off of the kobold and try to remove my foot while jamming the head in the hole that my foot
That's
is gonna
hilarious.
leave.
Mm-hmm.
And then ideally I'll just maybe take another body part. I'd want to do it. I'd be like,
I'm gonna torch. Don't worry, I'm gonna torch my wasps.
okay, good. That's
So as you both lift your feet out, you hear a click
oh,
as you release a pressure plate that you've been holding down,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
and looking up at the ceiling, a wasp nest on a rope comes falling down on top of your head as you
Great.
release the
Great.
pressure plate, and you can both make deck saves to try to dodge the nest as it's falling down onto your head.
15. We'll see.
What does that say? Did I just roll both the exact same thing? No, that is great. It's just great. It's an 18.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'll say you both only take half damage,
Yeah.
which is 8.
Hey, look at that. I'm
So-
still alive.
Lord Knox is at
Oh,
3,
jeez.
and
Yeah.
Una's
the
at
wasps.
57,
Yeah.
Wasps.
and you what?
Just nothing.
And you have like, oh my god, that much damage?
Yeah.
Well, you got hit in the head with a wasp nest.
Yeah.
It could actually make someone pass out
Yeah.
and die and
Yeah.
have to be dragged around if you actually stepped in a wasp nest. So you've got wasps swarming around your head as the nest lands next to you. Now you jam the Gicty's head,
No, the other guy.
No.
dead guy's head,
Yeah.
into a hole to cover it up under your foot. And what are you doing?
I think I am going to. Let's see. I can't stand there. So fuck it. I'm gonna run 30 feet back to where these guys are, and then I'm gonna chromatic orb fire the wasp's nest.
Okay, level 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it as a level 1 spell. So that's let's see. 27 to hit.
Okay. Roll damage. Are you using? What are you using? Fire.
Yeah, chromatic orb fire.
Okay.
And what is it? 3d8 now.
Yep.
All right. 4, 10, 16 points of fire damage, igniting the wasp's nest and singeing every wasp.
Okay. Yeah, they're all fucked up. There's a bunch of dead flaming wasps all falling around. Just motes of wasp body fire stuff. Burning mud nest things.
And now, are we in initiative?
Nope.
Then I'm going to eat 10 good berries.
Do you ever get
You
tired
accidentally
of the
eat a
taste?
wasp along with that.
She's gonna look at you and you're just like this big fucking puffy mess, and so you'll get a cure wounds too for 12.
Thank you.
How are you?
So you go to
25,
13 and then
yeah.
you get another 12, you go
Yeah,
to 25.
Yeah, thank you. Oh.
When you are
Oh.
running away from wasps, do not
Jiminy.
come running back towards the party.
Oh, well, I didn't want to walk in more traps. I'm sorry. Wasp chasing me.
Yeah, you're all stung up and like swollen,
Yeah.
and your voice sounds different.
Yeah.
Like, and Una's very stung too. So you shove the dead kobold's hand into his hole, and and you guys are pretty safe at this point. You ran back to where the other two were, and you're standing there with dead bodies shoved into the two holes, and the rest of the wasps burnt by the chromatic orb, and now you all know what's going on in this room. And you have that door, and as you all have been like etc., you hear a clang from the door to the north.
Perhaps the kobolds on the other side.
Yes. Well, do you want to knock on the door?
I'm gonna pour water on the ground and shake water to see, are each of these things kind of like the same kind of steppy thing, or is there some way that we can walk across it safe? Because like I would assume since it's clay and it's like made to be broken, maybe some liquid would go through a little bit as opposed to be super sturdy. So I'm looking to see if there's a path that's like really sturdy.
Yeah. And what water are you using?
I'm just drinking water.
I mean, it's a lot of flora for one flask.
I'm just doing like one at a time and then shaping it and then doing one at a time.
Okay, yeah, so you use that and you find via, using moisture to detect where the mud and clay is, you find where the rest of the traps are, where the rest of the wasp nests have been placed in the room, so that you can avoid them.
Okay, I'll tell people where to go to avoid them.
That is very clever.
And then try to clean my water
Yes,
off.
inspiration for you.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Do I get double inspiration?
Oh, right, you already have.
You already have one?
Yeah.
If you were in my tutoring program, you could have 2 inspirations.
I'm trying to always learn new things.
Yeah, so you guys know where the rest of the wasp's nests are in the room, and there's the reinforced door to the north. And what are you up to?
How's everybody hit points?
25. I'm doing all right. I'll make it with these 25. So the door is locked.
Yes,
I will not thaumaturge open.
correct.
Well, do you all want to try to talk to them before we open this door anyways?
Well, I have a question. So with my universal speech, it says, I have the ability to make my speech intelligible to any creature. As an action, choose one or more creatures within 60 feet of you, up to a number equal to your charisma modifier. The chosen creatures can magically understand you for an hour. I can't see any creatures. I would
What's
think
the name
I
of the feature?
Universal speech.
Universal speech. I would think I'd have to see them, but or know. I can
think-
choose creatures.
I think they know common. They're reading books for the traps.
You think they know common? Yeah, we can.
You should,
We should try that.
You see anything on the other side of this door for traps?
I can also
that's
look
not
on the
trap
other side
map.
of this door,
Oh.
if we'd like to.
Oh yeah, how's
Yeah.
that? Clairvoyance?
Jasper will cast clairvoyance
Ooh.
and look on the other side of the door to see what he can see.
Ooh. Look at you.
I love that spell.
Target a point in range in a location familiar to you, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you. So that works. Obviously, the other side of the door.
Yes.
And you have to use a focus worth at least 100 GP, either a jeweled horn for hearing or a glass eye for seeing. I'm not going to make you do that. Alright, so you create an invisible sensor on the other side of the door that can't be attacked or otherwise interacted with. It's invisible and it can't be attacked or otherwise interacted with. And then you're choosing to see.
I'm choosing to see, and I think I can switch between them.
When you cast the spell, you choose seeing or hearing. As your action, you can switch between them. A creature that can see the sensor, such as a creature benefiting from see invisibility or true sight, sees a luminous intangible orb about the size of your fist. Alright, so on the other side of the door, you see a couple of scared looking blue kobolds that have the appearance of peasants who are kind of cowering in the back of a room. And in that room you see a door. It's a smallish room, and there's a door to the west and a door in the southeast corner. And in the middle of the room are 6 kobolds holding hands in a circle and holding wands
Oh.
and watching the door.
Ah. Friends, on the other side of this door is a room, and there is a
Shocking.
circle. Yes, you might have guessed that one. Right? There's a
Circle.
circle
I used a spell called air bubble.
of 6 blue kobolds holding wands, holding hands, and also holding wands. And there are 2 blue kobolds.
The ones in the middle are having trouble holding.
No, they look very experienced at doing this. And there are 2 other blue kobolds cowering, I think, against the far wall. And they're all, the 2 cowering are focused on the door, like they know we're here.
Could you speak to them?
Well, I
Now
could
that
try
you've
to talk.
seen them.
I could try to talk through the door.
Yeah.
Jake, as an action, I'm gonna listen. See if
Does anybody want a beverage?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear some draconic.
Okay. Does it sound a little different than the red kobold?
Yeah.
Well, it's different
Twang.
dialect.
It sounds.
Do you want to try to repeat what you hear to me?
Yes!
Telephone.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah, yeah.
roleplay,
You,
you could-
you
you
should
could
do
say-
it.
say
You
the
should do it,
gibberish, yeah.
and then have him do it, and see how close it is.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
That'd be
That's
hilarious.
brilliant, Lord Hans.
Yes, well.
Okay. I will listen. I can't see anymore now. I can just hear.
Jake.
Okay. First, roll history, and that will affect things no matter how well you do.
12.
Now, do you know any languages that he doesn't know?
Well, yeah, it's probably Spanish, but I'm gonna
You can just do
gonna
Draconic.
use the Draconic translator.
This would be awesome.
This internet Draconic translator. Although the first word is origato, so I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
Well, this is blue cobalt. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what you hear. Origato.
They're saying, Lord Hans, they're saying,
Ui urf amid nomenoi
Origato, oi of ami,
pachunk.
nomenoi, pachon.
Ah, yes.
Pretty good.
The dinner is ready.
And you understand this, Lord Hans, to mean, let's kill these motherfuckers.
Ah.
Maybe we should tell them we. Oh,
They
what are
want-
they saying?
They're saying, let's kill them.
Oh,
Let's kill these scoundrels.
oh, interesting. I would have thought they would have used harsher language. What if we tell them we bring them the head of King Gitgi?
And then you hear, Jasper, you hear, Charir basal drainori rebim.
Chari basa nogoi labim.
Ah, yes. Ah, very interesting.
You
In broken Draconic.
you hear Reb Kobold's art dub.
Yes, they're. I think they believe that we are red kobolds, and they are saying mean things about our intellectual abilities.
Okay,
Wow.
so I think we should tell them that we
Yes.
bring them the head of King
King
Gitgi. Gitgi. So Jasper, having now, as an action, we'll switch back to seeing. Actually, no, he will keep listening, but now he has seen them, and he will pick 5 kobolds. What of there's 8, I guess.
6 in a
There's
circle.
6 in a
2
circle?
cowering.
6 in the circle, 2 in the.
So he's going to pick 3 in the circle and the 2 cowering ones. And using universal language, he will say loudly through the door so that they can hear.
You have a 6 charisma modifier? How
Oh,
many
I'm
people are
sorry.
you choosing?
No.
He's choosing 5 people.
I am choosing 5.
Oh, okay.
3 and 2.
Choosing 5.
There's 3
3
from
and
the
2.
circle.
3 from
2
the circle
Okay.
and 2 cowering. And he will say in a very loud voice, which is elevated thaumaturgically, perhaps.
Sure. I don't know. Yeah. Why not?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
And he will say, friends, noble blue kobolds, we bring you the head of King Gitgi.
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 Close enough.
Yeah, Gitgi. Please, come and parley with us.
Oh no, he said parley.
I didn't realize that ritual casting doesn't take a spell slot.
It does.
No, it does. It
That's
does
the whole
not.
point of ritual casting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's why you're mumbling for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's a waste.
That's the cost.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd just be broken. You'd cast it constantly all the time, which is what I try to do with Detect Magic.
Yep.
Okay, so you cast that, so they understand you, and then
Okay.
you say that.
Okay.
You yell that, apparently with thaumaturgy.
And then I'm listening to see what I hear.
Yes.
I love that. I can speak but not understand. As you can understand.
So,
But
rules
Yes.
is written for thaumaturgy is that you amplify your own voice.
Oh, it
Oh.
is. Really?
I just thought it was cute to do it with the.
oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
the
interesting.
guy.
I've done that wrong then for many, many years.
It says your voice.
Oh, yeah,
means-
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I'm just speaking as loud as I can.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Daphne's
You're-
helping me. But I'm not.
You're projecting.
Yes.
You're
Yeah,
devoted.
you're
You're
Let's
an
set the
actor.
stage.
You know what? Instead of persuasion, let's roll performance.
Okay.
Makes sense.
The least used skill.
I think I'm conflating it with like the sound can be from anywhere that you do.
21.
Nice.
Nice.
If it's fun or cute or cool, I will probably always let it happen.
Sure.
21. So you perform very well, and they hear you, and they look at each other, and then they.
He's hearing
I'm
nothing.
listening to hear what they say. I can't see.
You can't see, but I
Yeah.
see them.
You hear
Okay.
a neck
Okay.
crack and a
You
neck
can, yeah, you can hear them look at each other.
Yeah, you hear the sounds of their
blinking
scales.
eyes.
Their scales shifting as they turn to each other, and you hear
Get ready. It's a little silence.
you hear no me no zlaken que creole
No me no
kiao
zlaken.
dirit.
Okay, Creole. And then I lost it. Uno, Zatke, K, Creole. Gilreet.
Ah, yes.
And that translates as this must be some kind of.
I believe that they think that we're tricking us.
I will say, this is no trick. We have deposed King
Gikti.
Gikti.
We are not red kobolds.
We are not kobolds, and we come in peace. We are not red kobolds, and we come in peace.
We wish
Okay.
we wish to help you worship the dragon, perhaps? I don't know. That's up to you if you want to start.
And we respect your ways of poetry and agriculture, and we wish to meet with you and speak with you.
You're just shouting that. Shouting that at the metal door. At the
Yes.
metal. Okay.
We were
We
attacked.
wish to learn your ways and learn about farming.
And poetry.
We killed many red kobolds.
We have, yes. Well, I already said we
attacked us.
deposed.
You guys are the clicking clack of the negotiation.
We killed many red kobolds. Yeah.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion?
Sounds like a carburetor.
Oh man. Katak.
Another George Jack.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
Becomes 31.
That's pretty persuasive.
Wow.
Yeah.
All that poetry. You were saying it in.
And like I am.
Yeah.
We wish to learn about farming.
How you farm on a
Sounds
volcano?
like JFK.
You wish to learn about your farm.
Kobolds, lend me your ear.
Friends, you did Julius Caesar
did
earlier,
Julius
so
Caesar.
there's two Julius Caesars. Well, Brutus or whoever it is an honorable man.
Yeah, I really like that speech. So, not the one I gave.
I thought that
So,
was great.
you're listening to them.
You know, yes.
You hear silence and some footfalls.
Okay, as an action, I switch to seeing.
You see that two of the kobolds that were holding hands in a circle have left the room, and the other four are still holding hands now. The other two gone.
And what about the ones that were cowering? Are they still?
They're still cowering.
Okay, so two of the kobolds,
One of them's like,
two from the circle have left the room.
The ones that you were talking
I don't know.
Bringing reinforcements, no doubt.
Or talking to their king.
to. Yeah, talking to somebody.
Not about something good, I'm sure.
What can we do to show them something that we come in peace?
Maybe we break down this door and fireball them.
No.
I could tear the skin off this kobold and we could try to squeeze it under the door.
Squeeze the
This is
red
getting into a different
red skin under the door.
skinning kobolds.
like a note.
I don't know, ask them how their day's going.
There are no bad ideas. We are brainstorming.
Why don't you just
I'm just spitballing.
make small talk while we wait.
Okay. So we wait.
Put them at ease.
We could say we wish to speak with the dragon, and she'll be very displeased if you don't let us pass.
Well, they don't even really speak to the dragon according to the other side.
That's right.
So,
But they could let us through.
make them feel at ease. Ask what their interests are.
Sing him a song, Jasper.
Yeah, sing a song! Sing a song!
They're poets.
Sing
He's
a
more of a theater person. He doesn't sing.
Do a play. Do a play.
Well-informed improv.
So yeah, you saw that, and
Okay, and
what-
they're just.
a minute or two is passing.
Okay.
What are you guys doing, or what are you doing?
Have them still saying, say a play. Do a play.
So Jasper will continue to speak to them and say, honorable blue kobolds, devoted worshippers of the great dragon, we come bearing gifts and to learn about your poetry and agriculture, and we had to fight through many a red kobold to come to you. We've killed many red kobolds. And as we said, we bring you the head of their king as an offering.
Gig
Your clairvoyant eye sees the four kobolds holding hands, and they appear to be waiting. One of them is tapping their foot impatiently as
Okay.
they listen to what you said.
Okay, I'm going to switch to hearing. Do I hear anything?
Sure, you hear I hope I didn't leave the kettle on. Let's see, where is it? You hear
Si Chari Snoba,
Si
Si
Chari
Trewi
Snoba.
Creek,
Eclairé Creek.
Ymur.
Demure.
Ah, yes. Well, I'll tell you what that means.
I hope Snova gets here soon.
Okay, they're sending for some kind of Snova.
That sounds great.
That
Yes.
could be another. Well, I don't
That's-
have Max.
Well, yes, whatever. It'll be their wizard. It'll
It's
be
a
their
person.
most powerful wizard. So,
Maybe we.
It's somebody wise, right? They're probably trying to, someone who can actually like think.
Yeah.
perhaps.
Yes.
Well, we could break down the door now and
I think we
incapacitate these kobolds.
No, I think we wait.
All right.
Although, yeah.
There's always the skin.
So I say, we will wait for Snova. Doesn't we?
And you hear one of them say, "How the fuck do they know who Snova
It's good.
I spy with my little eye something that starts with R.
They look creeped out that you knew who Snova is.
I start ritual casting detect magic again.
Are you seeing or hearing?
Well, I was listening.
You're listening?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, after I spoke, I switched to listening to see if I heard them say anything.
All right.
So I was listening.
So you let's get some more volcanoes going
Well, the Mount Fuji's a volcano.
here. What?
That counts.
Red ones.
Looking for active volcanoes.
Yeah.
Are you trying to torture Lord Hans by showing these images?
So eventually you hear footfalls returning.
Okay. As an action, I switched to seeing. And see what I
Okay.
can see in the room.
And you see the two kobolds that left are back, and they're all holding hands again. And
Two
now
kobolds have returned.
now there is a kobold with a tall white headdress that has a dragon head in the headdressery.
I think Snova has entered.
And
It's
a white
wearing a
beaded
giant
necklace.
headdress.
Yeah, you see that
Dragon head.
that person walks into the room and stands behind the circle of kobolds.
And I say, noble blue kobolds, your great leader, your fame.
As you're in the middle of talking, you hear a voice in your head in common that says,
What do you want with us?
Just me?
Yeah.
Okay. And I say, O great Snova, we come bearing the head of King Gitki.
Gikji.
Gitki. And we come in peace. We have destroyed many a detestable red kobold to make our way here. We have deposed their king. We have important business with the noble blue kobolds, who are famed throughout the land for their great poetry and incredible knowledge of the science of agriculture.
We
Please.
have no interest in connecting with you. We have closed the entrances to our mountain for that very reason, to keep people like you away. Kill more red kobolds if you must, but leave.
Tell them
They don't want to let us in.
They don't want to listen.
Tell them we can make the dragon talk to them.
Tell them we know that the dragon's messed up and we're
Yeah.
here to help
We're
the
here
dragon.
to
Yes.
help the dragon. We have business with the dragon.
We also come because we are afraid and concerned for the well-being of the great dragon of this volcano, of this mountain, and we have important work to help set things right and to restore the dragon's well-being and health. It is so important that you speak with us. Please open the door. We come in peace.
There's Snove that's going to work.
Don't be so sure.
Jasper gets another level of exhaustion.
Dad joke exhaustion.
all right, everybody make a wisdom save.
Is this,
Nice.
am I rolling with advantage with my headband?
I don't know, tell me what your headband does.
Gosh.
Make wisdom saves with, let's see. Yeah, I guess advantage on all wisdom saves, so yeah.
Whoa, what kind of idiot would give you that?
Yeah.
Do you have one that gives you advantage on all intelligence saves?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
I
Give
gave,
this,
I gave a
headband.
headband to each of you, but I
Yep.
don't remember giving you something that strong.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a 23, baby.
Yeah, you got a headband.
Oh, I do. Yep. I do.
The big 2-3 with the headband.
I didn't have advantage on this, but I did get a 28, which is the best I
Wow.
can get.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
I got
Great.
a
Hella wise.
Feeling pretty
low,
wise.
lowly
Yeah.
19.
I got 15. I'm dumb.
15.
Good.
Dumb. I got a 1.
Oh,
Oh no.
that's pretty low.
Which, with my exhaustion, is a 0.
Oh boy.
-1.
You can't go past
Well,
one.
I got a +1 and a -2. So.
One's as low as it goes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for these headbands. I have to find them later. All right, so a pattern of shifting lights fills the room that you're in. Zoop, 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 and you watch it
Whoa.
and become dumbfounded, and you stand there stupefied
Oh.
as the door.
I will pretend to be stupefied.
That's a smart idea.
As the door thaumaturgies open.
Lame.
Lights.
Do you have to see to make a hypnotic pattern?
I just read it.
Oh, wow.
It says a point within range.
Alright.
It does not say that you can see.
Lights.
And I knew as I was doing that would help you once you realize that. Oh well. So that happens, and the door opens, and you see the circle of kobolds holding hands, and you see Snova with her white headdress that has a dragon head in it, and she is very surprised to see that only you are staring into space.
He's staring
I'm
into space.
staring into space.
She's very surprised to see that only you two are stupefied, and she says to you all, lay down your weapons if you wish to proceed.
Is this in? I mean,
If you wish to study us,
Is it in common? I assume?
yes.
Yeah, we're hearing that in there.
If you wish to study, no, she's saying it out loud.
Oh, right.
Okay.
But she says, if you wish to study us, if you wish to help our dragon, lay down your weapons.
No problem.
I'll lay down my weapons. You guys want to do some drugs? Sure.
What are you showing?
You want to meld?
Yeah, you want to melt?
This is maybe not.
She starts casting a spell.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Jasper puts down his
Well,
musket.
you're standing there dumbfounded.
Oh, I'm dumbfounded.
Yeah,
Can I respond?
You're standing there dumbfounded
Oh.
for a full minute.
Okay.
So
So I can't.
you all have told me how you respond. So
Yeah.
now she starts casting a spell.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put my 2 scimitars down, but then I'm also gonna pull the king head out of the bag and put it down in front of me too.
Yeah.
Like-
I'm gonna ready a hypnotic pattern of my own
For what?
for to cast on them if she starts casting a spell.
She's
casting
casting a
Yes.
spell.
Okay.
So are you gonna do hypnotic pattern in response?
You're not going to be able to do if you're trying to cast hypnotic pattern on her. You're going to have to roll for initiative. She's casting a spell, so
Forget it. I'll let her cast.
you
a spell.
could use a reaction spell, but if you're going to cast an action spell, you're going to have to roll for initiative.
Yeah. Forget it. I don't want to start shit.
For example, counterspell.
Yeah.
The best spell in the game.
So she finished. Do you know they nerfed it for 1D&D so far?
Did they
At
really?
least in playtest 7.
Oh.
But you know they change it a lot every time people give them feedback. So who knows what it'll be. So anyway, she finishes casting the spell, and it's silence, and it encases the
I was gonna maybe cast silence.
it encases the room that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
And then she steps back out of the room and she says into the room, lay down your weapons.
Well, we can't hear her then.
She steps out of the
Isn't everything silent? It blocks everything.
oh okay. Well
She
then she
can't.
says it in your head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She says in your head, lay down your weapons, submit to having your hands bound and your mouths gagged, and you will be allowed to join us. But after all of the murder you've committed among the red kobolds, we must get to know you before we can trust you.
I'm gonna walk over and shake him.
Lights. Light. Oh, am I shaking out of it?
You're good? Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my scimitar down, but I'm gonna walk backwards 20 feet out of the silence.
This is the wasp room. So that's big enough to wasp out of the silence. You walk out of the silence, and she says in your mind, stay in the globe of silence, or we will be forced to attack you.
Why?
Wait, you can't talk. Oh, you're talking in your mind.
Well, she's
sorry?
talking in my head. Why are we fighting? When we could be doing drugs.
Jasper will put his musket down
Uh-huh.
and his rapier. What do I have?
So you guys all have a ton of weapons, so if you want to put all your weapons down, you can. But let me know.
Technically, I only have a scimitar.
I have. I'll put my weapons down.
So you all put all of your weapons down, and then she's cast silence on you all to try to make it so you can't cast any spells, and then she's asked for you all to have your hands bound and your mouths gagged so that you can be taken out of the silence bubble and not to be able to cast spells. So if everybody's going along with that, then we'll continue forward. If anybody is not gonna have it, then let me know.
I'm just gonna put my hands up for binding, but like around Trons. So it's still on my shoulder. I feel like time over here.
Yes, I'm going to try to think at Snowbat. Say, one of our companions is very sick, as you can see. He needs to stay with us.
Okay. And she motions behind her, and a couple of the kobolds that were linking hands, they unlink, and they come in and they start binding your hands and gagging you guys.
I'll let him do it, but I'm mean mugging. I don't like it.
Oh, okay. If everybody's doing it, then Hassan will just walk back and be like, sure.
Okay, so everybody's going along with it?
I'm gonna look like I'm gonna do hypnotication, then not do it. Like, it's, I don't need to speak, bitch.
Don't remind her. Yeah, Jesper's going along with it. And he's going to think to Snova. He's going to think. We killed these red kobolds in defense, in self-defense.
So if everybody's weapons are laid at their feet and everybody's allowed their hands to be bound and their mouths to be gagged, she's going to drop the silence spell.
Alright.
So everybody's bound and gagged.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Everybody bound and gagged. A bunch of lava flows in and gets you. Alright, so she motions to the other linked kobolds, and they unlink, and they come in, and they start gathering up your inventory items that you put on the ground, and wrapping them separately so that they won't get mixed up. And she ushers you forward into a small room that's to the north of this the wasp trap room, and this room appears to be the home of the kobolds that were cowering against the back wall. And there's a door to the west and a door to the southeast in this room. So she she takes you, she motions you to follow her through the door in the southeast, and a couple of the other blue kobolds follow behind her. They definitely look smarter than the red kobolds. They're holding wands, and there's something going on here with their ability to link with each other magically. And so she leads you out the southeastern entrance of this room and into a little hallway, and there's another door in the eastern side of that hallway that she unlocks, and then she brings you into a room that looks like a library. It's kind of a hexagonal room, and sorry, I'm just doing something here. It's kind of a hexagonal room, and you see various shelves of books. Does anybody, you still have Detect Magic going, or I guess, no?
It's up to you.
When did you cast it?
I started ritually casting it while he was doing the talking stuff, but I don't know if it went off.
Oh, well, yeah,
Okay, then.
sure. You sense that there's some magic books and magic scrolls in this library, and it's a hexagonal stone room with bookshelves on each of the 6 walls.
What kind of books are magical?
You sense different schools of magic among the books and the scrolls. Abjuration, evocation, etc.
I got cool books.
Cool book. You think cool books at her.
No, I said out loud.
You said cool books. and she says in your mind, "Thank you, thank you very much." And she continues leading your group with the other kobolds through a door in the northern part of this hexagonal library room. It connects to a hallway. She moves you east, and there's a door at the eastern end of that hallway that she opens up and brings you into, and she brings you all in there, and she locks the door behind you. And there are a couple of these blue kobolds behind you, and Snova. I keep wanting to call her Snovu because of Ragnu, probably. Snova, and so you enter this room, and this is clearly the worship area of the blue kobolds. There's a pedestal that's near the northern side of the room, and it has a blue dragon figurine that is intertwined with a red dragon figurine on a pedestal. The pews in this room are better put together than the ones that the Reds had. They look more like ones that humans had. There's even an approximation of sort of crystalline geode version of stained glass windows along the side, but it's clearly all dedicated to the dragon and praising the dragon. And you all hear in your mind, sit in the pews.
Fair enough.
Sure.
Sure.
Do you know why the dragons got sick?
We are not sure, she says.
I'm sure you all have been researching something, right? Anything that we can do to help?
We still got it.
I'm talking mentally now to her.
Oh, okay.
She says, you have a lot of questions, but it is I who must ask the questions first. And as she starts to ask the first question, that is when we will end our session.
Woo!
Yeah.
Find out what happens next.
The blue kobolds, baby.
And
You all right?
so I did not talk to you all about scheduling in between.
Because you knew the strike was going to end.
So if everything were to happen normally, the next time we would meet would be Sunday, October 8th. Does anybody currently have a conflict with that?
Yeah, good for me.
No,
That's good.
Okay. I hate doing it on the fly like that, but sounds like it worked out this one time. Alright, so we'll meet on Sunday, October 8th to find out what's going on with the blue kobolds, and I would just say I purposefully made it really hard for you to convince the kobolds to talk to you, and you still did, so good for you. And I've played a lot of games where players won't like when you guys put all your they won't submit. You put all your weapons down. You allowed yourself to be bound and gagged. Like you're putting your characters in their hands, and that's the only way that she was going to talk to you. And I've just seen a lot of games where people don't do that. Like when this guy was in the Children's Rebellion camp, and Fia was telling him like, sit down. If you are truly my soldier, then you will sit down and listen to me. And he's like, I'm not gonna sit down. Like, well, Fia's not gonna give you what you fucking want, dude. You know. So yeah, kudos for that. You know, it's an act of great trust, right?
Well, and like I mean, D&D ends up being a lot of the time a power fantasy, right? So like that's very counter to that piece. So I think gets people extra bristly.
Yeah, well, you guys were clearly 110% committed to try to make the peaceful option work. So, like, you're willing to put all your weapons down and have yourselves be bound and gagged. You don't want to fight them. You want to talk to them, and so you're willing to abandon yourselves 100%, and that's worthy of both notice and acknowledgement and reward.
And massacre. Yes.
Well,
And
now I
I was
regret
holding in
saying
my
it.
spirit that we got one dude that can turn into a bear.
Yeah.
And I still got my globe, because that doesn't look like a
I can still lock down one person.
It's like,
Here I was giving you guys
No,
so
no,
much
I'm-
credit.
no, I mean, I
I'm
really
with
want
you.
the peaceful
I'm with you.
solution,
And
but
now
I
you're
definitely
like,
was
Not gays, globe, wild shit.
Drugs.
Eat your soul.
and
No.
drugs,
And drugs.
just power bomb, just bah!
So
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Hassan's trying to get someone to do drugs.
Come on, drugs.
Maybe the dragon will.
That'd be
Can
great.
meld with the dragon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. How are they gonna react to the drugs? And I need to research the headbands to make sure I gave you such overpowered
Nerf
things. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I have to read it because it might say once per long rest or something. So I have to see what I actually gave you before I need to nerf it. All right. Check out.
Yeah.
Something you enjoy. Oh, raise your hand if you have inspiration. 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna vote for one of you 4 to get inspiration. So something you enjoyed about the session, something you enjoyed about something you enjoyed that another player did, any random feedback, and inspiration vote. What did you enjoy about the session itself? What did you enjoy that another player did? Random feedback. You. And vote.
Okay. I appreciate. How do I want to do this? Okay. The thing that I loved that another player did was Tim being the conduit for Kobold Telephone. that was inspired. I love that everyone went along with that, but that was your brainchild, so that was really, really fun. I like. Julie, you are so committed to this character. It's nice. Like, the choices are subtle sometimes, but, like, I think there's always, like, internal consistency, which I really appreciate. So I think that's very cool. And my vote is for Tim because the swan leap puts it over the edge for me. So
The way he got out of the lava room.
yeah.
Yeah. Totes. Zaft.
There's a lot of great stuff. One of the things that stood out to me, Jake, was your speech as King Ragnu and your performance, both speaking Draconic and translating Shakespeare for us as King Ragnu would have done it. That was great. I love that. And I love the bizarre, confusing, all hail King Ketki! But he was evil and I had to kill him. But we still revere him. I thought that was great. And I loved how everybody came together to like elevate his speech with the thaumaturgy, sparks, and then the my contribution with the dragon head. That was just so much fun. All of it was great. It was a great session. I'd have to... and I personally love being able to use clairvoyance because I think it's such a cool spell.
Yeah, that was sweet.
And I've been waiting for a chance to try it.
Yeah, when you took it, I was like, oh man, he wasted his spell selection on that, and then you've used it like twice, and each time it's a very smart usage of it. And each time you use it, I'm like, oh, I should take that spell. That's a good spell.
And I would say, Tim, your wonderful descriptions of what Lord Hans does and calling back to childhood camp and ballet lessons. I just really always enjoy that. So I'd vote for you for inspiration.
Thank you.
I love that speech from Julius Caesar, which many of you recognize, particularly as a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer, but from a lawyer's perspective, I would love that speech because of the style of rhetoric he uses.
It's so great.
He keeps saying, Brutus is an honorable
He's an
man.
honorable man.
Yeah, but he's throwing him under the bus the whole time. I love that.
My son learned that in school, and I forgot maybe 8th grade, and when he learned it, it was one of the things the teacher was showing was what sarcasm, like kind of subtle sarcasm is when you say things.
Really good rhetoric. I love it.
Yay! Yes, that was great. I love the welcome back Daphne. And then of course Daphne in all style comes through a lighted thing and it's like, oh, you know,
Yeah, it's fine.
we'll talk about it on the road.
Yeah, I had to go do some things. I was deep inside a volcano tunnel and I had to leave.
Yes.
When you gotta go.
I had to go somewhere.
Or something.
Whatever. I'm there. I can travel through light beams. Anyway.
Anyway, I'm back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just so many good fun things. Yeah, I love the interaction on the speech and how ridiculously epic his speech became. And then it was great. Yeah, like the great of convincing him that if he looked scary enough and was convinced that everybody would be killed if they messed with him, that he could not be left with somebody to protect him. And oh god, there was something else that I loved. Anyway, but much like my brain's failing me. But and I mean, it was great. Daphne did so much healing of people and the good berries between the good berries and Daphne and getting through the lava stuff was crazy.
Did it.
And yeah, similarly, but for a slightly different reason, I would want to give Hans inspiration for the just sheer badassery of this character not dying, taking like lava damage and all of that.
Wasp damage.
With wasp damage and lava damage, and just how grizzled Hans has become. In
Hans
the
had a
last
rough one,
2
for
games. He's learning things.
Hans is taking some blows.
And yeah, and the use of clairvoyance and seeing through the door was awesome. And yeah, there's so many good things, and I'm forgetting all of them, but I liked it.
Krillin shaped water was really amazing.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
The water and the looking for traps and just the lava thing was great. Like. I definitely was like, I wonder what was behind the other fucking door.
More lava.
Just direct hallway to the blue cobalts.
Yeah.
Just like
of
that.
lava. And I love that, like, we saw, like, the burn mark line up here.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, maybe it's just from the entire fucking room filling up with lava. Think about that.
Stone furniture. Why?
Yeah, it was
Why
good.
not?
But yes.
Bend a bear rug.
Yeah, the bear rug.
It's homey.
You're like,
They gotta replace it every time.
yeah, they just come, that's just to mess with your mind. Throw out a new rug, new books. But oh, that's what it's, and then your finding the book of opening the door and finding the book was choice.
Yeah.
Great.
Choice.
I really like the randomly generated book titles.
Oh yeah, the book titles were so
Horses of
great.
Despair.
I'm
Yeah,
was
horses
never
of
in.
Despair.
I'm keeping horses. at
And
this
just
one.
like
Jess is
how
gonna
you
read it.
switched to doing actual draconic generator and how that became
That
the
was
telephone game was just
That
great.
was-
Like
that was
that
fun.
you had started using that and then it became like, no, let's really do it. That's ridiculous.
Yay!
Yay!
All right. Yes, the fucking lava room was scary. As an experience, it was scary, and I really thought we were gonna die. But I do have to give it to the Julius Caesar speech, which I picture as the overwrought Charlton Heston movie version. Ah, Gitti, he's an honorable man. Daphne was amazing to have back. Your thaumaturgy was the secret MVP of today, actually.
Hey.
The secret, is it the cantrip for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, secret MVP. So versatile and used in role playing, used to open doors. Jasper, clairvoyance. Outstanding use of clairvoyance.
Yep.
Outstanding use of clairvoyance with the communication ability. And obviously fun role playing that situation with the language. Una, creative use of kobold corpses goes to you, that award. Yes. Absorb the axe blow.
I really like that Ragnu ripped off someone's head at the
Yeah,
end.
that was fantastic. He got real inspired.
He's
Yeah.
really, he's kind of growing into the role.
Yeah.
I like that you tried to preserve the king's corpse because we would need it as a ballast later, and you knew, and you're like, actually, we're gonna don't break it, don't fuck it up too much. Obviously, the shape water was great, but also the clarity of mind to grab. Out of all the really exciting sounding book titles, to recognize that A Way Out, which could have easily just been subsumed by lava. So I would vote for Jasper for the clairvoyance for inspiration. That's my vote. But everybody did something awesome today, and obviously the game was awesome.
Yay.
Nice. Yeah, I thought everybody was great. Cat's Grace to me was like the secret
Clutch,
MVP
yeah.
right there,
Yeah, that
because
was
that
awesome.
saved us a lot.
Yeah.
Because we went through over 100 hit points of good berries, so you all got fucked. It's what
He's gonna nerf it now.
yeah, that's a lot of damage that was taken. I loved the clairvoyance telephone.
I can either nerf the good berries or I can increase the damage.
I also love that Una is like constantly trying to save you and like
Yeah.
throw you on the next thing. That was awesome. And just your descriptions are always amazing. I would give it to you for just the clairvoyance and like figuring out how to do the communication thing in a way that we actually were able to parlay. And I'm impressed that we too, everybody put down their weapons. I was like, oh, interesting. That's because I was on the fence, but then I was like, all right, let's do this. Because my character can do things, even though but I wasn't sure other people would be okay with it.
Definitely doesn't like it.
I figured two things. I figured there's no way we're going to deal with the dragon unless we get on the good side.
Yeah.
And battling them is not the way to go.
And also,
And
like,
then the other thing I thought was, she cast, what was it?
Silence?
She cast silence and
Hypnotic
she cast
pattern.
hypnotic pattern. So they were trying to neutralize us. They
Yeah.
weren't trying to fight us.
Right.
and the red kobolds are such assholes
Yeah.
that the people that hate them probably are right.
That's
Or is it Hatfield McCoy's?
Yeah.
The
I was
enemy of
thinking
my
that too.
enemy is my friend. Is that what you're saying?
they seem more wiser, smarter.
Yup. Well, that was fun. I interrupted you guys with most of my comments. In putting this together, I really want you to be able to do anything that you can think of, and you guys are really wanting to do things diplomatically, and you should be able to. Knowing what I know, there's still plenty of hurdles to jump through in that department. You guys gotta find out who Snova is and what's going on with her and everything. I already said, I think it's awesome that you decided to abandon yourself completely in order to get the diplomatic solution, and although with caveats, obviously. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed the lava thing, and yeah, and just so you know, both the lava and the wasps are written to be more damage than I was rolling.
Damn.
Yeah, so like you
Saved
were
by
like,
the
wasps are gonna hurt you, and
Oh,
it was written to be like twice as much damage from both things, and then also wasp swarms pop out and you have to fight them. But I wasn't in the mood for that. From the way I think about D&D, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
I like it when you battle a mech. You don't need to battle random wasp swarms. Waste half an hour on wasp
Stuff
swarms.
that I could actually battle in real life. Shit, it's actually like growing in my house.
it's a
Yeah.
fire plant.
Yeah.
What was
But,
that thing that sprayed at you?
The
pencil.
the game of
plant.
telephone
Oh,
was
yeah.
really fun. The game of telephone was really fun. The use of clairvoyance was really clutch. The use of cat's grace. Returning his spell slot with your new
Yes.
wild barbarian steez, using your D3, you almost went rogue there with the silence spell. I step out of the silence. I'm gonna do something. So anyway, 2 weeks from today, we'll have a little bit more fun. We'll find out what's going on with these blue guys.
Yeah.
And I'm taking an inspiration for it.
You
Yeah.
Thank you, my peers.
Hey.